podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm
BoxingVoice.com.
Every day I'm
What
hustling.
broke him down? Was it just the body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and they're taking those punches.
DBLC Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ.
It's the champ. Shannon the champ. With the fake champ. Vasiliy Lomachenko.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a team like he's a C+ fighter. I'm a dominate, I'm a dog this fighter.
I'm talking about punishment. We're going to punish you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
Hey, I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was hands title, he's a paper champion.
Do you feel that you're the best super middleweight right now?
100%.
Let's go, champ.
He can bring the pressure. He can box. I'm a true champion. I'm willing to go to his turf in Atlantic City. I'm going to step on him. I'm going to crush him. Y'all can mark my word to this. I'm going to crush him. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'm going to dominate. This guy is flat footy, swing wild. I'm not worried about who his trainer is because his trainer can't get in there and fight for him.
DBLC Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on social media at NestGTO. I'm joined alongside the always special Micah K, the Queen, and Mario Monguilla in Corpus Christi, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, what up?
What up? What's going on,
What
Micah?
up, though? What's good? You know, I had to come back on. Listen, I see some of y'all forgot. Ness showed me a little love the other day. I ain't see nothing in the chat. It's okay. Y'all forgot about the Queen. You feel me? I'm back, though. I'm coming. You feel me? What Dre say? Hold on. No, that was Suge Knight. When he said y'all forgot about Death Row. You know what I'm saying? You forgot about me? I'm back, though.
No, he said you ain't got no love for
right.
Dr.
You ain't
Dre
and Snoop Dogg. Right. You ain't got no love for Micah K. What you forgot? I'm back though.
No, I got love for you. You know why? Because I got you a souvenir in Wisconsin. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
What was it?
I got you Show Kid's tooth. I knocked his tooth out.
Yes. I've been seeing that. You know, I gotta go back and look at it.
And I got it for you because you were part of the few that believe. You were part of the. You pick. Yo, you just stay picking the winners. I mean, you're gonna have to pick me next time too, so that I know I'm gonna win.
You know, the Queen will be wrong sometimes, but I got a good feel for things. I knew Mario would listen. I believed in you, Mario. Show Kid took that L, but salute to Show Kid. You know, still respect, but he got that L though.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna come back. That's the good thing. He's coming back, and he's actually taking another dangerous opponent. He's going against the young Jordan Baker. So you know that's a valiant attempt right there from him
for sure.
But let's not waste too much time because we're booked up, man. We got big guests once again. Thank you to Brandon in Houston for scheduling these fantastic guests. We have Gabriela Fondura, which is the sister of Sebastian Fondura, 154-pound in what is it? Towering Inferno. I need to get that down. Towering Inferno.
Yeah.
Towering Inferno. Yes. And we also have.
Gerald Washington.
8 o'clock. Gerald Washington.
At 8 o'clock. Yes. And then at 9 o'clock, we will have who we got, Ness. Tell them.
David Benavidez, the boogeyman. David Benavidez. So, if you want to ask any of our guests a question, don't forget to head on over to our Patreon page, not posts. Each fighter has their individual posts, and you can ask an individual question. So come on over to the Boxing Voices Patreon page and ask Gabriela Fondora a question, and Gerald Washington, who's going to be taking on Mike Coffey in the heavyweight division live July 31st from the Prudential Center, a question. And you can go and ask the boogeyman, David Benavidez, also a question. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, welcome back. Welcome back. I mean, should we jump into it? What's on the docket first? We got a couple minutes before the first guest.
Yeah.
Looks like.
I mean, we might as well start with the head honcho.
Who's that? Tanky or
Rob Brant?
Rob Brant?
No, I'm playing. Rob Brant is the head honcho, just so y'all know. But Mario Barrios, Gervonta Davis.
Yes.
That is the big fight of the weekend. Micah, we kind of talked about it a little bit this morning. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah, we did.
So let me plug first. I got that prediction video out right now on Afternoon Sports Slay, so make sure you guys tap into that. So as far as
subscribe.
Yes, go subscribe. So I got it like this. I feel like Mario Barrios is a dangerous opponent. However, okay, with Tank is one of my faves. Okay, some of y'all might not know that. So he is like one of the double star athletes for me. So I see it as far as I think Tank is going to knock out Mario. I said between rounds 8 and 10. Now it could be a quicker night to me because we gonna see if Mario can take the power. I don't want to take anything away from Mario because he does have that will to win. The reason why because sometimes some of you guys you'll come on my channel and ask, well, why did you specifically choose those rounds 8 to 10? So I based off my decision off of when Mario fought Akhmedov, if I'm saying that properly. So Akhmedov is a southpaw fighter. You know, he had fast hands, but he's not as fast as Tank. So I kind of based it off that. Of course, we know styles make fight. They're both southpaws. It's still a difference. However, I'm looking like Tank is that one. No, it's going down. He about to get the victory. That W comes Saturday night.
Stoppage?
Yep, I got a knockout between with Tank. I would say between rounds 8 to 10 with this one. Yeah, that's how I feel. But it could be different. Like I said, Mario, we're gonna see what him and Virgil Hunter did. You know, it could be something. We could see something different. Boxing is very unpredictable, so I could see Mario. This could be a different type of fight because Mario has the height and reach advantage. So you never know.
I'm just glad that you're at least acknowledging that it is a dangerous opponent. You know, I'm really getting tired of Twitter and seeing some of the stuff. Like, I know that Tank is a favorite and he should be a favorite and he's a wide favorite, and that's fine. None of that bothers me. But to suggest like this is just a walk in the park when you're moving up in weight, you know, it's I don't know, it's borderline disrespectful, but definitely not valid. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that even though you're picking him, and that's, you know, definitely a smart pick, you acknowledge that he is tough.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't understand when certain people say it's not a dangerous fight. He's still moving up. Exactly. Mario has knockout power. I'm not understanding what, you know, I would like certain people to elaborate on that. And, you know, we can get into that maybe on another time, he's ducking and dodging. But
Definitely.
So,
you know,
you think somebody's ducking and dodging?
What'd you say?
I said, you think someone's ducking and dodging?
No, I'm saying certain boxing fans saying that Tank is ducking and dodging certain people. So I'm just curious to see who, I want them to name names as far as who is he ducking and dodging, because I don't see it like that.
Word. Yo, and just so people understand too, it's Tank moving up, but he's also fighting a guy. Tank is 5'5.5" according to BoxRec. Mario's 5'10". And Mario gets bigger every time you see him. Like, he gets taller, he gets wider. The reach for Tank 67.5, and for Mario it is 71. So my math's not great, but that's almost 5 inches both sides. And that's definitely gonna could play a part. It could play a role. It could make it a little more difficult. And that's the thing, is like Tank is pound for pound better. Nobody's disagreeing with that. But can he find a way to be spectacular Tank that we know against a bigger opponent?
Exactly, right? So we gonna see.
I think it falls right into his wheelhouse, man. Oh, we got our first guest?
Yeah, we got our first guest.
Let's go.
Gabriella Pandora, how you doing?
How are you?
Hello, thank you for having me. Hello.
Thank you for being on. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for coming on the program. Do you mind turning your phone sideways?
Yeah, of course.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Perfect. So, before we get into the, normal bland questions of how you got into boxing, how did your brother take, I guess, coming up under you? Because we just interviewed him last week, and he said that you're the one that won all the accolades and medals in the amateurs, that you were a lot better of an amateur than him. So how do you deal with that growing up, and how were you, I guess, handling your victories and your celebrations in front of your brother?
He was always supportive. So I had a bigger amateur record, and I did more things, but he had his own path. He went to professional, and so he was starting his own chapter in life. But he was always very supportive.
So no competitive nature between the siblings?
Nothing like that. When it comes to that, it's just always supporting, always there for me, always gonna be there. But in training, like, it's like a little competitive, but like it's like running or stuff like that, but no malice behind.
And who was involved in the sport first?
My oldest brother Alberto was involved in boxing first, and then we saw how he did, and it just intrigued all of us, and so we all just went in. Kind of around the same time.
And again, I want to get into the amateur background so that people know, how long you've been doing it. But I'm more interested in what, I guess, made you decide to turn pro.
It's just been a thing that's been happening for a while now. I always watch my brother and his performances. It's awesome, and it looks really exciting. So that just made me want to turn pro and just start a new chapter in life.
So it's more about the passion and the love of the sport for you. I'm assuming you're not, obviously you're going to make money in this sport, but that's not the main objective.
No, it's always been a family sport. So even when you're amateurs, you weren't making money, but we still boxed, and I just love the sport, and I love the direction it gives me.
Gabriella, what's your nickname?
Sweet Poison.
Sweet Poison. I like that.
Where's that stem from?
Actually, my dad thought of it when I was like 6 years old. So.
Wow.
Because I'm sweet outside of the ring, but once you step into the ring with me, I'm poisonous. Gonna come and get you.
Nice.
So did he, when he created that nickname, was it in Spanish or in English that he would use it?
In English.
Oh.
It actually was kind of we kind of got it from what's the movie? Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. Poison Ivy.
Okay.
Yeah. So we kind of took the poison part from her, and we're always kind of just he kind of just thought it was sweet because I had the glasses and everything, and then once I take off those glasses, it's poison.
I love it. I love the the whole your brand. It's, you know what I mean, because you're right. It's like unassuming kind of, But then, you're this fighter, and it's like, and just so people, so we can catch everybody up, I don't know if we do that. Gabriela Fundora is a flyweight who is 1-0 as a professional and will be fighting September 10th.
Yeah, I'm fighting September 10th, and actually I'm fighting next week, July 3rd.
Wow.
In LA.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. So how did that work out?
We just
signed another fight.
As soon as I finished my first fight, I think it was like a week after, we got ready, and as soon when are you able to fight again? July 3rd.
Nice.
Back in LA.
And who? Oh wow. Okay, great. And who? And obviously your opponent.
Yes, her name is Ebony Rivera. She's 8-1.
Wow. And that's crazy because I was tripping on the fact that you're fighting, or well, at least BoxRec has it down as Natalie Delgado, who's 7-3-1. Yeah. Like, this is your second fight, and or I thought it was going to be your second fight, and you're fighting somebody with over 10 fights, and now I'm finding out that you're fighting somebody that's 8-1.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
It's tough, but this is where it's boxing. We got to make it to the top. It's got to be the best.
Wow. I mean,
ahead,
you're only 19. What's the rush? You're only 19, Gabriela.
I just want to become world champion as soon as possible.
Wow. All right.
How you doing, Gabriela? It's Micah K. So I just had to ask you a question. As far as like being a boxer, it's about your mental strength, and then I'm just excited. You being a woman boxer too, so that's really significant for me. What are some things you do to get in the right state of mind as far as with your mental strength?
Just always being around your family and having them as your like ground support. So it's always good, and just family's always something that helps you keep your state of mind and always there. And I'm always training with my brother, so he's always kind of like my partner, so we're always doing everything together.
Okay. Now, and also, like, as a woman, do you feel like you always have to prove yourself being in boxing or dealing with stuff? It's still, because even though it's women, you boxing women, but boxing is considered like a male dominated sport. Do you feel like you always have to prove yourself at times?
Yes, of course, and we have to bring the woman up in boxing, and that's why for my third fight, I'm ready fighting for a title fight. I want to prove something. I want to prove that I'm here and I can do just as awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, that is definitely the WBA interim world. Wow, I thought it was like I swear I read it and I thought it said international. That's the actual WBA. Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations, seriously. And I know it moves faster, with female fighters, that division just tends to move faster, but still very impressive.
Thank you very much.
I had a question, but then you jumped in. So
my bad, big dog.
It'll come back. Oh, it was about. So you're also with Samson Lewickovich, the promoter of your brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And how did the relationship manifest? Obviously, from the relationship with your brother, or did you have your own relationship with Samson? Did he find you or see you at an amateur fight or something?
It's a family affair, so it started with my brother, but it's more of a family thing.
Cool.
And so, you going into these fights, like, still at this stage, would you have said that you didn't fight as much like an amateur and you were already ready for the pro? Like, I'm just thinking about the transition and how quick it is, in how fast you're moving into it. Would you say that your style was more suited for pros?
Yes, I always felt that my style is more suited for pros. That we're always kind of we always thought we had a different road at first. We were gonna go to the Olympics, but COVID and everything, all that stuff happens. It's life. So we just decided to go on the pro road, and it's more suiting for me anyways. I feel like I could show my skills and my talent more in the pros.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
Were you in the amateurs? You were fighting without headgear?
No, with headgear.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about women moving up the time from 2 minutes to 3 minutes? Are you in favor of that?
Yes, of course. I train longer than I actually fight, so I mean, I had to have more time and more inside the ring to showcase what you have, and it gives you much more range.
Yes,
it would be way better.
Yeah, I agree.
So, isn't the champion in your division Estrada?
I believe so.
Oh, Marlon Esparza as well, right?
Marlon is number 1 right now in the U.S., yes.
Yep.
So I guess Estrada is a division below Mario? Because I know Marlon Esparza fought Sinisa Estrada.
Yeah, some of the top ones in that division, Marlene, Ibeth's in that division as well.
Yep.
Who else? There's an undefeated fighter. Oh man, what's her name? I can't remember her name. And then Salima Bina. Say it again.
From Argentina.
Yes, she is from Argentina. I can't remember her name though. But yeah. Anyway, no, what division is she in?
Both of the girls are undefeated from Argentina.
Oh, really? Okay.
And they're 4 and 5. But I was just asking about Estrada. I think she's a little more. She's commercial. She's with Golden Boy. You know, she beat Marlon Esparza. Don't get me wrong. That win even looks better now because Marlon became a champ last week.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's your thoughts on Estrada?
She's a good boxer. Really good. I think she's good, and she has what it takes. She's winning. She's doing her thing. So, become champion.
Do you watch boxing? Like, are you a fan of the sport?
Yes, I watch boxing. I don't really watch women boxing. I mean, I keep up and I know who's who, but for the most part, I haven't. Like, I don't really watch women boxing unless it's my fight. I'll watch my fight. But I'm more into. I am a boxing fan.
Awesome.
So who you picking this weekend?
I was about to say that.
I choose Tank. I'll pick Tank.
Going with Tank. All right. Yeah.
You think stoppage? You think stoppage? Because he went all the way to the 12th with Gamboa, who had a busted leg and is a little older. You think he gets the stoppage now on Barrios, who's way taller?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 divisions above.
Tank's just dog. I knew we grew up with Tank going to the same tournaments, all that stuff. So I mean, just know that he's strong. He's powerhouse.
Wow. So in the amateurs, you were watching him knock people out.
Yep.
You have such a great personalities, man.
I know.
You're so happy.
Love it. Yeah. Man, you're 5'9".
Yes.
Wow. So do you I mean, you and your brother must enjoy, height advantages over your opponents, right? I mean, you're taller than most of your opponents, or no?
Well, this one actually is my next fight next week is actually I think she's around like my height too. She's like.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think she's 5'9" too. Also.
But does that usually happen in that division with? No, I don't.
My second fight, so I mean.
I guess so, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Go ahead, Micah. Sorry.
So who's your favorite male boxer right now? If you know outside of your family, I don't know if you was gonna choose your brother.
My brother.
Or.
Actually, I don't have a favorite right now. I like all of them. Whoever, because there's always new boxers coming, so I like to see them too, and they're good too.
Now I know you said you didn't watch as much women's boxing, but do you have a favorite women boxer of all time or anything?
Actually, yes. I can't think of her name right now.
She current or she fought?
Yeah, she's current.
Current.
So is it her dad? What's her name? I think she fights at like 140 something.
Oh, the Irish girl.
Yes, she's Irish. Can't remember.
Heather Hardy. Heather Hardy?
No. She's talking about
Katie Taylor.
Katie
Taylor.
Taylor.
Oh, Katie
Yeah.
Taylor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but isn't Katie 135?
Yeah, 135. I knew she was around there somewhere. But I feel like I could relate to her because she has with her father all the time, and my father's my coach, and I'm always with him.
That's awesome. That's.
So we got some question from the people here.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have the Patreons. Yeah, go ahead.
First one is coming from. Whoa, you got a lot. Dual Ingram in Compton says, "Why join a business model, boxing, which prioritizes men and makes it almost impossible for women to make a living? Prime example." The GWOAT, Clarissa Shields, going to the MMA, risking getting choked out for a paycheck. She's literally done everything there is to do in the game of boxing. Do you or did you think you will bring something else to the table?
It's more for a passion. I've been doing it my whole life, so I love the sport. But I mean, look at Clarissa Shields. She won in MMA too, though.
Definitely.
She did win.
Absolutely.
You're right. Coach.
You got it?
Coach, yeah, I got it. Coach Myers with the next question says,
Connecticut.
"Who are your?" Oh yeah, Coach Myers from Connecticut. "Who are your current top 3 boxers? Name 3 male boxers and 3 female boxers. If you just want to do the male, you can. Or you give like pound for pound, whatever.
I would have to be my brother, Sebastian Fundora.
Definitely.
I love Triple G. He's very, very smart in the ring, and he's very strong.
Yes.
And also top right now is Canelo.
He was made Nessa's day. That's his favorite fighter.
She sees the skill.
Next, coming from Brandon Maurice, who says, "When you and your brother used to fight as kids, who would win?"
Well, I mean, me and my brother never fought as kids. He's way older. He's like 7 years older. So, but in tournaments, I mean, I would win.
Nice. There you go. Right.
Better record amateur.
Yeah, that's what he said the other day. When we had him on, he said that actually we were doing the interview, and his background, it was nothing but trophies and medals. And we had said like, "Oh man, you got all your trophies." No, these are all my sisters. And we just started laughing. We're like, "Wow, that's awesome. So cool." Next, Emmanuel Torres, What Rep It, says, "Are you against this new era of YouTubers in boxing? If not, is there any female YouTubers that you would call out for a fight?"
No, I mean, it's in the end, it's entertainment. So whatever, it could be like someone who Ed Sheeran or Justin Bieber is boxing, and people are still gonna watch it because it's Justin Bieber. So whatever brings the entertainment, and you know what? It's more different fans that didn't know boxing before. And I mean, that's not considered boxing, but it's still tagged as boxing. So it brings in people that didn't watch anything about boxing before, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? This is actually good. Maybe I could watch like some actual boxers fight and all that stuff." So it brings in new fans.
You are very intelligent.
As female TikTokers, I don't know any, but or YouTubers, anything. But so no, I wouldn't call out anyone.
I don't know any either, so we're in the same boat. Don't worry. Rue in the 504 says, "How does it feel to be in line for an interim title this quick in your career?" Good question.
I know. This should be getting a lot more press, right? When Lomachenko went, his second fight for a world title, it was like a big deal.
Well, you got to take care of business on July 3rd, though, right? And then after that, we'll start hitting the pavement.
Oh, yeah. It's making history.
That's right.
History after history. I feel that it started with my very first fight, being one of the first female PBC fighters. So history, and then again, my third fight. I'm doing it again, getting an interim title. So just keep making history. You know what? It's gonna go down in the books that Gabriela Fundora got to do this, and at such a young age.
You're right.
It's awesome. It's just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, 19
That's awesome.
is extremely young.
Really. You should be super proud.
Mm-hmm.
Super proud.
Thank you.
Mr. Mr. Ardor's next.
Let me just ask.
Go ahead.
Is there like we kind of ask fighters this, like, what world title do you want? I know you're fighting for the WBA, but is that the one that you dreamt about as a young girl? You know, yeah. Which one do you hold, I guess, highest?
I would have to say the main WBC. It's like a goal. That's gonna get. I mean, the title I'm gonna get right now is it's gonna be nice and it's amazing. But WBC is like up there.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So you're saying green's your color, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Look good in green.
Mr. Ardor says, currently you are at flyweight and about to fight for the WBA interim title already. What are your short and long-term goals in boxing? You're about to do them both at once.
Well, like I said earlier, I plan and that's my goal, to become world champion. And right now, just take each step as it comes.
So
well said.
You haven't followed the career of Amanda Serrano?
Not really, no.
That's amazing. So you just you're into the sport because of your own family, like not watching television. No female boxer got you into the sport or nothing like that, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's more of a family, like you said, and my mom used to train too, so I would always kind of watch her. So if any female that actually got me into the sport, it would be my mom.
Wow,
that's what's up.
That
is. And it's funny too, because like I could say the same thing. Like I got into the sport because of my dad and my brother, and they're the two people I still watch boxing with to this day. Mm-hmm. Now, because we didn't fight, my favorite fighters ended up being actual fighters. But, you know, it's the same thing in your situation. Your family got you into the sport, but because y'all were in the sport, it's like, you know, you're your own favorite fighters. I love it. We got the next one coming from King Born from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Peace. I love your brother, the Spider Crab Fedora. In 4 years, would you go for your championship in Barclays Center in Brooklyn? And have you ever visited New York City? Peace and blessings to you and your family.
Wherever it actually takes me, I'll go. But I actually never been to New York, so that's one of my goals. I do want to go to. I want to go there. It's really crowded though.
It is very crowded.
You can get a fight there soon. I'm sure you are.
Yeah, especially if you continue with PBC. New York City needs to open back up officially.
Yeah.
But yeah, PBC did a lot of business in the Barclays Center.
Definitely.
Well, Gabriella, that is all. You have any more?
No. I was gonna tell her that was the last one. Go ahead.
I had one. Can I get one more question off?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got time? All right. So, what is like? I know you said your dad was your coach. So, what is like one great piece of advice your dad has told you or your brothers? Just being a boxer.
Stay humble. Always stay humble. No matter how big you get and how famous you are, and always stay grounded and stick to your roots.
Okay, that's great.
And my last question, this is not it. First, I need to ask you, do you know what white collar boxing is?
White collar boxing? No.
Okay. So imagine amateur boxing without being sanctioned, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Like regular people. Like your mom decided to go fight tomorrow. Right? That's white collar boxing. So my question is, what advice would you give a female who wants to fight and never has fought, ranging from ages anywhere from 30 to 40? First time ever gonna fight. What's the best advice?
First time put on gloves like a few months ago.
To be careful. Be careful.
Come on, Gabby, give us more than that. She said, "Be careful."
Don't get slept.
Yeah, just be careful. Keep your hands up.
Can I ask an honest question? Me being a woman, how do you feel like when you boxing? Are you concerned about the face? Because with me, I'm like, oh my God, if somebody hits me in the face, the wrong way, and I see it, like just the bruise, do you just like shake it off, or you be like, How do you feel about that?
The adrenaline kicks in and you feel it. You're like, okay, come on, let's throw bombs back.
Right.
You always watch a fight now.
Are black eyes like a badge of honor to you, or because obviously Micah K is looking at it like, ooh, I don't want my face bruised, or do you look at like, oh, that was a good sparring session if I got a black eye or something?
No, I mean it just takes you back and it's like, okay, well, maybe you should practice moving your head more. You gotta work on
That's right.
You were super honest.
And stuff. You can't have a messed up face.
That's true. Good point.
Well, all right. Well, that is the last questions. Unfortunately, you can't give enough advice to our novice, 30-something who wants to learn how to fight. But we're gonna help her out, and we appreciate you coming on the show. Can you please give out your social media if anybody isn't following you, so they can do so?
If you're not following me, you can follow me on Instagram at Fundora Gabriela. You can follow me on Twitter at Fundora Gabriela 3 and Facebook Gabriela Fundora.
All right, Gabriela, thank you so much.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait to get you back on. As soon as you win that title, we want you to come back on for the victory lap. Actually, you have a fight before the title shot, so we'll also get you back for that victory lap.
Definitely.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, bye-bye.
Of course.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Gabriela Fundora. And
Sweet
next
poison.
up is going to be Gerald Washington in a few minutes at 8. Live from the West Coast, so that would be 5 o'clock their time. She has such a beautiful, personality. Spirit. Yes.
Yes.
Like she's
very sweet.
Yeah, like so
and positive.
Happy. Yeah.
Yes, happy and positive. If she ever writes like a self-help book one day, I'm buying it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. That was pretty interesting. I wish she would have gave us more for our potential new first ever women's fight. I mean, obviously we were gonna always do Nyjah Real Chick in the UK, but then the pandemic hit when I finally found her a matchup. Yeah, it isn't as easy for women. I mean, we were definitely asking for one for Nyjah for some time before it
that's what I was. That's what I kept remembering is, how.
But speak it, believe it, receive it. That was a long time ago. We're definitely in a different position, and I think that we can make it happen. That being said, going back to the schedule, we are just gonna kick off with ESPN in Las Vegas. Vasiliy Lomachenko versus Masayoshi Nakatani.
Good job.
I think I'm gonna go in true Lomachenko hate. I'm gonna just go ahead and pick against him again. This will be officially my third time, or maybe fourth. Maybe someone calls in.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like 4.
Maybe someone calls in like, you're lying. You're lying. You picked again. You picked Walters. I don't remember if I did pick Walters, but maybe I did, because
you definitely picked Donaire.
I don't believe in Lomachenko. He's too little. He's a little boy. And the young man in T.O. showed y'all that, and now, I mean, man, this kid hits hard, man. Did you see the way he was he bodied Verdejo,
yeah.
And he put T.O.'s face, that thing. Did you see that after the fight? Yeah. Yo.
So you saying stoppage, Jim?
I'm saying remember what Linares did to the Loma's face, and what Pedraza did to.
I think both of those guys are better though. When it comes to Lomachenko style, both those guys are. Go ahead.
They're also proven, right?
Yes.
You're right. I'm wrong. Like those guys, one is a 3-time champ, the other's a 2-time champ. But who's fresher? And
who's got the momentum?
And possibly who hits harder. I don't know.
Possibly.
Word.
Nakatani,
I'm team long. I'm team long. People don't know this about me because sometimes I don't always tweet or talk about some of my faves, but I really like Lomachenko's skill set. I've always been a big fan of his skill set. Whether he wins or loses, it's just certain things I love about Lomachenko. I love his certain things with his fighting skill set. I love the angles. I love his timing. I love certain things. Even though he definitely, like Ness is saying, I feel like Loma is bite size, for that division. So it's like he's too small sometimes. So I'm like, I don't know, Loma. He should maybe stay at a certain weight class. But Loma has the juice to me as far as with the overall skill set. Now with Nakatani, he's like an awkward type of fighter. Like watching certain things with Nakatani, you almost don't know what you're gonna get with Nakatani because he'll come at you. He's very relentless, and it's like when when he gets knocked down or he gets hurt, it's almost like he gets re-energized almost, and then he comes back harder, especially with the Felix fight. So this one could really go either way. I am going to pick Lomachenko, but I could definitely see Nakatani taking this fight because Loma just, once again, like Net, is small. I don't know, Loma is small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right. Listen, I think Nakatani's a live dog, right? He's definitely a live dog of the two main events this weekend. The one that would surprise me the least would be Nakatani winning. That said, I am going with Loma, and about to give y'all the ballad of Loma. Loma is, regardless of what you think in terms of pound for pound or how good he really was, is one of the most exciting, unbelievable fighters to watch. The things he's able to do in the ring are... I remember seeing Kobe Bryant live for the first time against the Spurs, and it was the first time I'd ever seen him play in person, and I thought, that man shouldn't be able to do what he's doing on the court. Like, that should be physically impossible, and he was doing it. I remember seeing Allen Iverson as a kid, and watching his ball handles and his ability to, get the shot off. And I thought to myself, how is that man doing what he's doing? And that's the feeling I get when I watch Lomachenko. For better or for worse, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, he has this ability to create angles, to his movement, his anticipation, like people will say like, oh, he's thinking like 2 steps ahead. And then people would say like the Matrix thing. I truly feel like he's in his element when he's in the ring. He is in his element, and he knows what to do. Whether he's going to be able to do it because another, it's not a punching bag, and there's another man who's going to punch him back and is talented. That's obviously up for debate, but I just think Lomachenko's too skilled. I think he beats Nakatani, and I'm going to go with him.
I definitely agree with that point, especially when you said, I promise you, with me and my husband, that is one of our favorite, like Lomachenko is really one of my favorite people literally to watch. Like he gets me, like I will watch a Lomachenko fight all the way through the end because he's so exciting. Like you said, his angles, his precision, his timing, just the way he unleashes at times. Even when he fought Lopez, one thing I can say, even though I give it to Lopez, him and his dad had an excellent game plan. They followed it through. However, I still feel like Lomachenko still could have pulled that out if he didn't start as slow. But I could still tell too, Lopez power. You could tell that Lomachenko was feeling Lopez power during that fight as well. But overall, like I said, even when Loma win or lose, he is one of the exciting fighters. You cannot take that away from him. That's how I feel about it, with his skill set.
Word. No, I think you put that beautifully. You're absolutely right. Even though Ness was giving us side eye, it's all right.
I mean,
you don't believe.
He's
not a believer.
It's just like, how good did Canelo look versus Yildirim?
Amazing.
And that's just my point, man. Matchmaking. And that's why I picked against him on certain fights, because it's like, oh, finally they put him in there with a half decent person, you know. And no disrespect to any other opponents, but everyone is strategic, you know. Everyone is strategic in matchmaking, and you know, I'm with Micah. I don't think he's big enough for the division, and I hold a lot of weight on my prediction based off that. That's all. It's not a solid prediction. You know, Loma's the one with the skills and accolades. You know, he's the one that's in the matrix. But I like the size, man. You know. He's little, man. Like she said, he's little.
Yeah, I can't argue.
Brandon be killing you with that.
Right. So the next fight on the card is Rob Brant fighting Janibek. And I don't want to butcher his last name because I'm terrible at pronouncing last names. That said, you know, this is another Kazakhstan fighter in the middleweight division who is 9-0 with 5 KOs. He is a southpaw. You know, he's 5'11" to Rob Brant 6.5. 6.5 feet. Yeah, 6 feet and a half inch. You know what I'm trying to say. And so yeah, and this is Rob Brant. 2 fights removed from the Ryota fight, which he lost the rematch in a second round TKO. But he has got a win since then. He did fight back in August against Vasiliy Lomachenko, and he got that win. And so coming into this fight, I don't know. I'm picking Rob Brant. At the end of the day, you know, what we've seen with these fighters and you know, them stepping up too soon or whatever you want to say. However you want to put it. You can put it however you want.
Oh, that's really wrong. Let's hit that. Wait,
we got David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Sr. on the show. What's going on, champs?
We're good, man. We're just, you know, right here on the way to the gym. You know, we just started our training camp, so we're extremely excited for this next fight, August 28th. We're just looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, this is a good step up in competition. Is this the first former world champion?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, I'm looking forward to it too. You know, we're both kind of in the same position right now. We're both ex-world champions. We're both looking to get back in there and get to the spot to where we're at. So he's going to come extremely hungry. I'm extremely hungry. So the ones that the people are going to win are the fans, man. It's going to be an amazing fight, so I can't wait.
David, if you don't mind, can you turn your phone sideways just so the people can see you a little bit better? And thank you.
Perfect.
And yeah, man, now that I got you, I woke up this morning, I'm on East Coast time, and I seen your story. And I guess give me your reaction to Marcos. And I just want to say that was my interview, so I'm glad it made it to your timeline. But what's up with that?
Hey, no wonder your voice sounded familiar. Nah, man, it was just funny, man. Honestly, it was just funny to me seeing that he says that I'm easy work, but he has 10 fights and 2 losses, and last fight he got knocked out. You know, so you know it's extremely funny to me, but hey, you know, he wanted to get embarrassed, and I gave him what he wanted. You know, I embarrassed him in front of everybody. So I mean, it was pretty funny to me.
It was funny, and I just want to give you credit for being that creative and like on the fly, right? You did that, and that's helping you with the fans, man. Like, people are really, really behind you. You're like everybody wants to see you in some fight. Either it's Charlo, Canelo, Andre. I mean, the names, it doesn't stop. You know, are you feeling, I guess, that fanfare from everyone? Have you felt a change at all?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I just put it jokingly. I'm like, because I couldn't find the dude's Instagram name, so I said, somebody please send this to this man, you know, and then I got like 50 replies of people sending it to the dude, you know what I mean? So I feel like the people are really behind me, and, you know, I'm very grateful for that. You know, I'm very grateful for the fans I have, and, you know, just it's not only for me no more. It's for the fans that believe in me. You know, I got to work even harder because these people are behind me. They're 100% believe in me. So I got to prove them right. And, you know, everywhere I've been going, I've been getting a lot of love. It feels like everywhere I go now, everybody knows me, you know? So, you know, I feel like I've been working to get to the spot for a very long time. And now that I'm here, you know, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the moment, and I'm going to keep working hard, and I'm going to prove everybody right, all my fans right.
I just want to thank you for, you know, I don't know, I guess your personality, the way that you are, because you don't let up. Like, you keep your foot on their neck. You're keeping pressure on Charlo. Have you, I don't know, has it be not personal? Obviously, this is a business. You want him to go home to his family, but is it something that you want now in boxing? Is that fight?
Yeah, man. I just want the biggest fights I could get, man. You know, I feel like I'm up there in the top 5. You know, I feel like I'm the best, but, you know, obviously because I don't have the belt, I'm in the top 5. And it's weird because Charlo says that he's not going up to 68, but he wants to fight Canelo. And Canelo already said he's not going down to 160 no more. So, you know, we're both basically there. We're both keeping the, you know, gatekeepers right now for that weight division. So if he wants to, like I said, man, if he wants to come make this fight, let's make the fight happen. And then the winner goes on and takes on Canelo. You know, wouldn't that be, you know, a picture perfect, you know, of who fights, you know, Canelo next? I feel like whoever wins out of me and him, the fighter that goes against Canelo would be even a bigger fight. You know, now at the end of the day, I believe in myself 100%. You know, if I got to bet everything I have on myself, I'll bet everything I have on myself time and time again, because I believe in myself, I believe in my skills, and I believe what I can do. And, you know, a lot of these fighters are not taking these fights because they don't believe in themselves 100%, you know, but I'm willing to fight anybody at any time, any place.
So I want to ask you personally, now that we have you here face to face, how do you feel, right? Again, you're beginning to have fanatics, right? So there are Benavidez fanatics that believe Canelo strategically went to 168 only because you were stripped. Do you believe he would have still came to 68 had you not lost that belt? Do you think he was still going to fight Callum, still his dream to be undisputed at 168? Or do you think missing weight, losing your belt caused him to do everything he's on the path to doing?
To be honest, no, I don't believe that. I believe that he already had his foot in the door when he fought what's this dude's name? Rocky Fielding.
Oh, Fielding.
Rocky Fielding. So, you know, I felt like, you know, that was already his plan. I felt like he knows that I'm the hardest hitter in that weight division, you know, compared to all the guys he's fought. 24-0, no losses, 21 knockouts is my record. So, you know, I felt like if he was going to take a fight with me, that he was going to make me the last one that he fights. But, you know, like I said, this is about to be my second WBC title eliminator. So once I win this fight, because I will come out victorious, you know, there's going to be no denying me. I have to fight for the WBC title. And if they want to give me a third title eliminator, it's fine. I'll take it too. But I've never even heard nobody has fought 2 title eliminators back to back. So, you know,
yeah.
But it's going to be a great fight, man. It's going to be a great fight. Canelo's doing his thing. You know, I can't doubt him. You know, I can't, you know, take his shine from him. He's doing good. But this is the type of fighters I want to fight. You know, I want to prove myself to the fans and to the boxing world that, you know, I'm here to stay.
Now, obviously,
David, go ahead.
Last one. I know I've been hogging them. I know I've been hogging them, guys.
So
I know.
No, you go ahead.
Obviously, he fought Yeardom in February, so it won't. A mandatory won't be called till this October for next February. Do you see him still being champion by then and you getting an opportunity at the winner of Canelo Caleb Plant? Or do you think if Canelo wins, he vacates and now he's doing something else because he's already been undisputed?
I mean, I believe he stays at 168, but I feel like if he vacates it, which I highly doubt, but if he vacates it, that's going to look extremely bad for him because this is the fight that people want to see at 168. Canelo versus David Benavidez. So, and I think, you know, for him to take that, if he vacates, which I don't think is going to happen, and he takes that fight away from the fans, you know, he's going to get a lot of criticism. But on the other hand, if Caleb Plant wins, you know, I'm in a good position either way. You know, I'm with PBC. Caleb Plant's on PBC. You know, I'm going to be the, you know, I'm the contender to fight for the WBC. So either or, it doesn't matter. Whoever wins, I'm fighting for the belt, whatever. But I would like to fight Canelo, or if it's with Caleb Plant, those are two big fights for me. So no, I'm in a great position right now.
Definitely. Real quick, I want to go back to it because Ness had asked if Uzcategui was your like what you thought about the opponent, but how does he match up for you with guys like Anthony Durrell, Jalen Love, like some of the better fighters that you have fought? Is Uzcategui a sidestep? Is he a step ahead? Like what does he represent to you?
Well, now that you do bring that up, he's not my first former world title holder. He's the second one because Anthony Durrell. Now
Anthony Durrell.
That's right.
The title.
Apologies.
Yep.
So he's not a pushover at all. He's not a pushover at all. But this is the type of fights I want. I want these dangerous fighters. He has power. He definitely has power. But I mean, I've already sparred him before. I know I kind of already had a great sparring session with him. So. The thing that I have to do right now is just study him. He's a good fighter, but he's been beat. You see what Linnell Thompson did with him, and I've sparred Linnell Thompson, and, I've beat up Linnell Thompson. So if Linnell Thompson was able to do that to him, I'm pretty sure I know I could stop Jose Uzcategui. So, but I got to be sharp. That's why I'm out here working hard. I just this is my last week sparring with Sordo Ramirez because he fights next week. We've been getting some great working with him. And we got more. We got like 5 other guys ready to spar. So, I'm going to be working extremely hard. I've been running 5 miles every day. Been getting some great sparring and getting some great strength and conditioning working. So, I'm not cutting no corners, man. I know what's in front of me, and I know what needs to be done to take care of this opponent.
Now, listen, I'm a big fan of yours. I am, and I think you're the better. I know you're the better fighter. Okay, but styles make fights. He does a lot of really good things in there, and he's awkward. Like this is a good opponent. I really feel like this is a solid opponent, that you could have. There have been some that have criticized you squaring up, you being in some of those vulnerable positions. What do you do to counteract some of the things that Uzcategui does in reference to some of the things that you do?
And, we've been putting together a great game plan. I feel like I'm going to do a lot of things different this fight that, in my previous fights. And that's why we're here working, man. I'm here just trying to get as better as I can. I'm working on a lot of different stuff. I don't want to say the type of stuff I'm going to do. My game plan away, but, it's going to be a great fight, man. You've seen power from me already. You've seen speed already. So, there's a lot of other different stuff I could do, but I have a lot of weapons in my arsenal. I have great body shots, great jabs, great speed, great power. So there's just other little stuff I have to do. But once I get apply this to my style, man, I feel like I could beat. I feel like I could beat anybody right now. But there's a little more stuff I have to do, and once I get that stuff done, I feel like I'm gonna be unbeatable.
Well said.
Okay. So,
I thought you want to go to Patreon.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me not forget them, right?
Yeah. I got it pulled up.
Oh, go for it.
Okay. So just a few questions from our Patreons. David, from David Maldonado said, "What's up, champ? Both Canelo and Charlo are 2 fighters you want to fight. My question to you is, who wins between those 2?"
To be honest, man, that's a great fight. That's the thing about these fighters, man. They have to all fight each other because at the end of the day, it's a 50-50. I feel like Charlo and Canelo's a 50-50, me versus Charlo's a 50-50. Me versus Canelo's a 50-50. So, I mean, you won't really know what's going to happen until we walk in the ring. I feel like at the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. If you come prepared, you work your ass off in the gym, it's a 50-50. I feel like with my confidence, I feel like I could beat both those guys. So, but I won't really know until I get in the ring with them. But as soon as those opportunities come, I'm going to be extremely ready. But with Canelo and Charlo, I don't know who could win that fight, but it'll be a great fight. And I feel like that's the type of fights that boxing needs right now.
Definitely. David, obviously you have your mindset on certain fighters, but with Gabriel Rosado's upset win of Bekta Bully this Saturday that passed, does he become someone now that made a blip on your radar, or does he got to keep working?
Definitely, man. Gabriel Rosado's been here before I was even here, so he's always been a guy on my radar. If he wants to get a fight in, we could definitely get a fight in. He's a warrior. He never gives up, and he just took out one of the best prospects or whatever at 168. So I mean, if he wants to get it on, we could get it on too.
Ness, check your phone. Next one coming from James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas.
Now, I'm going to ask that one because I guarantee you he's not like that.
Okay, well, let me ask this one first, and we'll go to that one. James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas says, who's the easier fight for you, Charlo or Plant?
He just said they both 50-50, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I didn't say Plant's 50-50. I said Canelo.
Yeah, you said Canelo.
Plant, that's the easiest one at all. Plant, he don't have no power for me to keep me off of him, And that's how I feel like the fight with him and Canelo is gonna go. With Canelo, you see these guys that his last few opponents he's fought, he's walked them down because they don't have the power to keep him off of him. And Canelo's gonna stalk you all night. If you don't got the power and he doesn't respect your power, he's gonna walk through you all night. And Caleb Plant, he starts good the first 6 rounds, but then you see he starts to kind of fade, towards the second half of the fight. And I feel like with me, I rally towards the second half of the fight. I've stopped people in the 9th round, 10th round, 11th round. So I get stronger as the fight goes on, but I don't think Caleb Plant is a hard fight at all.
So, Champ, I mean, talking about that fight with you and Canelo, it's not like we haven't talked about it here. This is a daily podcast. We talk every day. So,
every day.
It's hard for me to not see you getting dropped by Canelo because of what happened with Ronald Graville, and you tend to square up. Like when you're letting loose, you square up. Now, maybe that's something you corrected. What do you think?
I don't think I get dropped. What happened with me and Ronald Graville, that was like 4 years ago. You see what happened with Canelo versus what's his name? Hatton. No, not Hatton. What was it? Cotto's brother.
Cotto.
He got rocked.
Jose Cotto.
Yeah. He got rock nasty. I think that was probably worse than when I got dropped. So, I mean, you have to just adjust to stuff. You have to work on different stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna get mad at you if you think I'm gonna get dropped. You're your own man. You got your own opinion. Everybody has their own opinions. I respect it, but I don't think I'll get dropped. That's why we're in here working in the gym, constantly working on different stuff. So,
Do you think you was that a mistake, or are there times in the fight where you should be square?
When I should be what?
Squared up.
Squared up?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like, everybody I've been in front of, I've done pretty good. I have great jab, great body shots. Like I said, you always get better. You always have to work on stuff, but we're not looking at past stuff like that. We're just trying to get better in the gym every day, and we are going to get better whenever that happens. We're working every day to get better.
But it would be accurate to say that you have the kind of power that some like little mistakes don't hinder you as much because of that power, correct?
Yeah, but and also too, once you get a fight like with Canelo, if I get this fight with Canelo, it would motivate me so much that I'd have to study Canelo all night, and I have to study myself too. And best believe when I get that opportunity, I'm gonna be the best I've ever been. My confidence, my power, everything is gonna be on point. So that's why I want to get these fights with these great fighters like Canelo, like Charlo, because you motivate yourself so much that you reach another level. That's why since I've been 15 years old, I've been working, world champions since I was 15. Kelly Pavlik, Gennady Golovkin. I work with Gabriel Rosado. I work with Surdo Ramirez, and I've always done the best, and the best has always came out of me. So that's why I've called for these big fights, because I know the best comes out of me when I get these types of opportunities. So, I can sit here and talk all night, but, I would rather show you guys, so when I get that opportunity, you guys are going to see that David Benavidez is going to be the best he's ever been.
Yeah, you're definitely a guy who rises to the challenge for sure. Coach Myers with the next question says, after your fight in August, if you can't get Canelo or Plant, would you be willing to go to the UK to fight Billy Joe or Callum Smith?
I would definitely be willing to do that. Like me too, like if I can't get a fight with Canelo, Canelo's not the only fighter out there. my dream wasn't just to, fight Canelo one time and retire. I feel like I've been professional 8 years. I still got 10 years in this. So, if we can't get the fight, then we got to move on to the next. I have a lot to prove, and I want a lot of fight. I want to fight a lot of fighters. So, I'm just keeping. I keep going.
I love you, man. I swear. Just because I said that I feel like there's a possibility you might get dropped doesn't mean I don't like. I love the way that you are, man. Just the fact that you said I'm not trying to get a Canelo fight and retire. That's a shot at Billy Joe. Like, no one expected that. It's the truth, man. These guys won like a career-ending
lottery ticket
payday. Let me ask you: Is Andre on your radar, since everyone is calling him the other boogeyman, and Canelo doesn't want to give him a shot, and
Andre
Charlo?
Ward?
No.
What are you talking about, Andre?
Demetrius Andre.
Andrade.
Yeah.
Andre. Come on, man. It's Andrade. Not Andre.
It's actually not Andrade.
It's not Andrade? Every time I see him on HBO, they call him Andrade.
Yeah, they butcher his name. They butcher his name. But
we've talked about it before. I've done interviews before. I mean, of course, man. I said I'll fight anybody. I'm not lying. I'll fight anybody. I mean, if that's who they want me to fight, I'm willing to fight anybody. If I got a contract to fight him tomorrow, I'll fight him tomorrow. It doesn't matter to me. I'm here to fight. This is my job. I'm not here to pick and choose. Whoever they give me to fight, I'm gonna fight.
Dude, champ. I love it. Love the attitude. Emmanuel Torres, Wet Rapid says, you spar everybody, including your stablemate, Rayo Valenzuela. Compare him to people you have sparred.
Rayo Valenzuela.
Rayo Valenzuela was when I spar him, and obviously I'm way bigger than him, so I don't really go 100%, but I do hit him with some hard shots here and there, and he has, he holds up, but he's extremely fast. He has great angles. He has great body shots. Obviously I've been training with him for the past 3 or 4 years, so we've taught him a lot of stuff. So, he's getting better and better by the day, and, he's extremely strong. I feel like he could beat anybody in 135. It's just that he needs to get a little more experience right now. He's young, right? He's 22. I felt his punching power firsthand. I know he is hard, and he's extremely fast, and he's a good IQ. So, I'm not my team right here. I got my brother Jose Benavidez, I got Rayo Valenzuela, and I got Emi Moreno. We're all here. We're here to take over. We're not going to take apart of nothing. We're going to take over this, and I guarantee it. We're working extremely hard every day. It's a family here. My dad, Jose Benavidez, Emi's father, Jaime Moreno. We're all here to work, and we're shooting for greatness. We don't want to be number 2 or number 3. We want to be number 1 in every category.
So I see your brother there, and I just want you and him to know that we know that he's going to be fighting on the undercard, and we would love to schedule him as well to talk about his return and I guess his new merger or venture with PBC. Now he's no longer with Top Rank, and is he still going to be a welterweight?
Yeah, definitely. 147, or he might go up to 154. We don't know. It's how he feels. He's been at 147 his whole career, but he's a big dude. He's 6 foot 6'1". He could go up to 154 and even 160. So it's all up to how he feels. He obviously hasn't fought in like 2 years, but he's strong. He's motivated. He just had his daughter. And I just have my son too. So I feel like we're in different chapters of our life right now. We're not just fighting for ourselves. We're fighting for our family now. So it's a different type of motivation, with this different type of motivation, when you just want to feed your family and, provide for your family, there's a different animal released.
Definitely.
How you doing? This is Micah. So what are some of the things that you do to keep yourself, help yourself stay motivated, keep yourself in this right state of mind?
So me, I love boxing. This is not a job to me. I love waking up in the morning. I love running. I love training. The only thing that is a little bit hard for me is, the diet a little bit, obviously because I love to eat. But I just what keeps me motivated is me. I want to be a legend by the time I'm done. So that's why I'm trying to get all these fights. I'm trying to fight the best of the best, because Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Marco Antonio Barrera, Prince Nassim, they all fought the best of the best. So for me, just being a fan of those guys, lifelong fan of those guys, I want to follow their footsteps, and for me, just to know it's for myself that I'm the best, that's the path I want to take. So, that's what keeps me motivated. I don't look at it short term, I look at it long term.
So this is more of a different type question, but you say you love food. So do you watch a lot of like YouTube food videos or TikToks? Are you one of those type of people that like tap into food, or you just like a food person?
No, I don't know. I feel like for me that's kind of torture for me. Just watching food videos. I can't do that. But no, I do like I just like eating food. I like eating food. I don't like watching videos. I like eating food.
Yo, next one coming in from Ruin the 504 says, what is your opinion on Charlo telling Andre to fight Montiel before he considers fighting him? Did
Honestly,
you hear that?
makes no sense. It makes no sense. Well, like I said, Charlo says a lot of shit that don't make sense, to be honest with you, man. He says that he wants me. He's not fighting nobody vaccinated. I mean, I feel like that dude just talks just to talk. To be honest with you, I don't know. I feel like that's a fight that he should have been made a long time ago. I mean, it's only going to help his career. Whoever wins that fight is going to help their career. Their stock is going to go and be a great game for whoever wins. So, and Charlo is 30 years old.
30 years old.
Already. To be honest, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm not going to speak on him and his behalf on what he's doing in the scene, but there's a lot of fights that should have been made already. There's a fight he should have made with Danny Jacobs a long time ago. But I feel like this is what they do, man. They hype fights up and then they never happen.
Man, you going at him, champ. I love it. Ill-favored.
Gotta keep the foot on the neck. That's exactly what he got to do.
Yeah. Ill-favored with the next question says, why don't you get in shape?
What?
That's what he said.
What does that mean?
Oh, my God.
I have no idea.
Next.
I mean,
my last fight, I was on weight a week before the fight. Obviously, I've only missed weight one time, so I don't know what the fuck are they talking about. I sparred 15 rounds. I mean, if I wasn't in shape, I wouldn't be able to do no 15 rounds. So that guy's a fucking clown. So I'm gonna write some questions that actually make sense.
No, my host needs to pay attention. I literally texted him and said, "Do not ask that." What the fuck? Why you?
I don't mind. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just like it's like a dumb question. Like, dude, like I'm in here sparring fucking ex-world champion. I'm training my ass off. How am I not in shape?
Yeah, no, I agree. 40 Thief with the next question says, top 3 favorite fights to rewatch, excluding your own fights. Wishing you much success, brother.
Number one is Augie Sanchez versus Prince Nassim Hamed. Second, Oscar De La Hoya versus Vargas. And third one is Marco Antonio Barrera versus Morales, the third one.
I love that fight.
Way more than that, though. I love boxing. I watch a lot of boxing all the time. Oh, and never mind. I have to add a fourth one because this is probably one of the fights I've watched the most is Roy Jones Jr. versus Richard Hall.
Oh, wow.
A great fight. Amazing fight.
You're going to make me
Definitely. We got one from Steve in the UK. Says, hi, David. Thanks for coming on the show. Do you feel like athletes are held to impossible standards as far as being role models to kids? I know you've had a very yeah, I guess we'll just stick to the questions. He wrote like a bunch of other stuff. Do you feel like athletes are held to impossible standards as far as being role models to kids?
I don't think so, man. There's just some people that want to motivate the kids, and there's just some people that don't want to do that. I mean, it just really depends on the person and what type of person you are. I mean, I don't think it's impossible. Every man makes mistakes. You can't be a role model 24/7, but if you send a message out there, just trying to motivate the people or the kids from where you're from, I think that's good enough. I mean, it is hard to please everybody. You're not going to please everybody all the time, but I mean, I feel like if you feel like you're a good person, you help your community out, you help your people out, then that's good enough for me.
Two more. I'm sorry. Who's that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Two more. David from Big Casual says, what's up, champ? When you eventually become mandatory for the WBC belt, do you expect Canelo to defend his belt like he was willing to do with Yildirim, or do you expect him to drop the belt? You kind of answered that already.
I think Obviously, I don't think he's gonna drop the belt because Canelo's a businessman too, and he understands the magnitude of this fight. Especially if I keep going forward and winning these fights like the way I'm winning them, stopping people. The magnitude of the fight would be bigger, and it would, it's where he's gonna make more. So I don't think he'll vacate the belt. Like I don't think he's gonna do that. But I'm sure he'll take the fight.
Yeah, I agree. I think David, that we all thought Zudo would be the one, but it's clearly and nothing against him, but you're clearly have surpassed him.
But David, what about isn't there an interview where he said he'll never fight another Mexican or something like that? Or is that being misinterpreted when he says that?
I feel like a lot of people just say a lot of shit. I mean, if the money's right and they make me fight him, this is mandatory, I'm sure he's gonna take it. And honestly, I really don't know what he meant by that, by saying, because I mean, there's a lot of Mexican fighters, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I really don't know, but I'm sure he'll take a fight with
him. Last question, champ, from Victor Bonuello says, "What's up, champ? Every time your name gets mentioned as a possible opponent, fighters' tone of voices change dramatically. Can you please start calling these dudes out loudly? Be annoying in your post-fight interview, especially Andre. He might be the only guy willing to get in there with you right now. Please, bro." So that was just
another one came in last minute, super last one. Jose Pagan, he says, "Hello, David. Recently you mentioned you may face Zuldo Ramirez in the ring sometime in the near future. Do you beat Zuldo Ramirez?" Probably won't say that since y'all sparring, right? Not a good thing to say right now.
Nah, like I said, man, I've been sparring Zuldo since I was 19 years old, and everybody who's in the gym and sees those sparrings, every time we finish, they end up clapping, and it's just an amazing sparring. Obviously, I feel like I'll beat him. He feels like he'll beat me. And that just makes for a great fight, and what makes it would be a great fight is because we both know each other's styles so well. So it would definitely be a great fight. But I mean, I'm not going to say I'm going to lose. I'm not going to say he'll beat me. I'm definitely going for the win. And I'm definitely going for knockout for whoever I'm in there. It doesn't matter. Even if I fight my brother, it's going to be I'm going for the win anyway. So I'm not losing to nobody, and that's not my mindset. I'm not going in there trying to lose to anybody. I'm always going to go in there looking for the victory, and I'm always looking for the knockout.
I just want to say also, we were live at the Earl Spence Mikey fight, and your walkout. I've been in a lot of fights. You know what I mean? A lot of energy for that walkout. Do you feel like that was the most energy you've received for one of your walkouts in the Earl Spence Mikey Garcia fight?
Yeah, definitely, man. That was one of the most special moments I've ever had in my boxing career. It was a great energy, 50,000 people there, and it just felt surreal when I was in the ring. When the walkout, that's why you see me smiling so much when I walked out, because a lot of people supported me, man. I didn't even at that time, I didn't think that much people supported me. So just to hear the energy from the crowd, my people supporting me, and me going in there getting the stoppage, and it was a great experience, and probably top 3, one of the best moments of my life.
I was at the
weight. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so happy that you are excited about that day too, because I talk about it a lot here. Like, it felt like it was your crowd. Like, you were the co-main, but they received you like you were the main, and I was like, wow.
No, I'm telling you, David, I was with the fans, right? And when the weigh-in started, it was just a flock of girls. I don't even think there was dudes with them. I literally think it was like, I don't know, maybe like 8 girls that just came, and they all had, all they were talking about was watching you. That was it. Like, you were the one they mentioned. As soon as you came out, they all flocked to the front. It was crazy. Like, it was a lot of people that were just there, to see you pretty much.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. Now that I got all these people supporting me, so much people believe in me, man, I'm even more motivated than I was. That's why I'm working so hard, because I want all my fans, I want to prove all my fans right, and I want to give them the best fights. But, I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed, just from being 15 years old and being 260 pounds, or 14 years old, 260 pounds. I never thought I was going to be in this position that I'm at. But I always told myself I was gonna work hard, and whatever happened, happened. You know, if I didn't succeed in boxing, I didn't succeed. But if I was gonna be, I was gonna work my ass off until, and just let whatever happened happen. And everything has been great from this moment on, and I'm very excited to keep my career going and then just fighting for my people. And I'm very excited and blessed.
I know you got to get to training, champ, but 2 last questions slid in. Do you want to handle those, or you want to save them for the next one?
Yeah, let's get them.
All right, we got Brandon in Houston that says, when I watch your fights, I've noticed that during almost any time you're not throwing punches, you are always adjusting your gloves to make sure your hands are into the gloves as far as possible. So when you first saw the video of Tyson Fury... when you first saw the video of Tyson Fury's gloves flopping around, what did you think?
To be honest, bro, I never even noticed it until like videos came out, and it seemed kind of weird, but it's because those gloves are different than my gloves. Those are kind of like Reyes, what he had Everlast on, right? Those are like the spongy type gloves. The gloves I have are super firm, so my gloves will never do that. But I mean, it looked a little weird, but I don't even know what to think of that. A lot of people are saying that the gloves were tampered with and all this and that, but I mean, I don't think the gloves were tampered with, to be honest with you. And if the gloves were tampered with, they said that he just put his hand all the way straight through without putting it through the thumb. That's what the conspiracy or everybody's saying. It don't make any sense. It doesn't make sense at all. But I think there was just, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Deontay Wilder. I love Deontay Wilder. He's a great fighter. But I feel like the better man was just Tyson Fury that day, and a lot of people can't accept it.
I agree with you, man. We got Seattle, Washington's Dominic. What's up, and what's your top 5 music artists you bump in your car cruising after a win? And that's it.
Top 5. I like Jay-Z, Wiz Khalifa. Who else? I like was it Máximo Grado? This is a Spanish group. Anuel.
Okay.
And Lil Wayne.
Ooh.
Lil Wayne is my top.
David, you just went top. Not to cut you off.
He raps and the way he puts his lyrics together, man. He's always been my favorite since I was a little kid. So those are the top 5.
David, you just went up. You just got bumped up. You said Jay-Z. Okay, listen. You just got bumped up on the list. I already like how you talk spicy and you get a juice. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't agree with everything, but you already talk spicy. You bring a lot of entertainment to the sport that I appreciate. So listen, you bumped up for sure with the J one.
No, he got 2 good artists there. He said
Anuel. That's the only thing she liked, the Jay-Z.
No, I like the Wayne too. I'm just saying Jay is like one of my faves. But I like the list altogether for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely like the Jay-Z and Anuel are up there. Anuel is like my top 5 for sure. Number 1 on that list, man. I don't stop playing him.
Yeah.
But David, man, that's everything. Thank you so much for all your time, man. Thank your dad. And like I said, we would love to schedule your brother. So we're going to have Brandon reach out and, talk about his return. Give out your social media. And again, thank you.
You can follow me at Benavidez 300 on Instagram and on Twitter. And also, too, I just want to thank you guys, too, for just reaching out and giving me this interview. A lot of fighters, they really don't appreciate, the people who interview, because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones, putting whatever we got to say out, how we feel about certain things, the fights that want to be made. So, I give you guys a lot of credit too, because if we take you guys away, then nobody's going to give a fuck and nobody hears about what we say. So, at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys too, and I appreciate you inviting me on to this podcast.
Appreciate
man, thank you, man.
I've been doing this 12 years. Ain't nobody ever said that. Not at your level. Not at your level. Like, we start with the 0-0s, and then they get 15-0, and all of a sudden it's like they forget. But not at your level. And then
the number changes.
So thank you so much.
You gotta give recognition, or you gotta give thanks to where everybody. It's not only me. Everybody has a part of the success too. So just thank you again, and I'm sorry that it's been 12 years since you've ever heard that.
But, nah. I'm exaggerating, but thank you again, man. We appreciate your time.
Have a nice day, man. Thank you, guys.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Two-time youngest champion David Benavidez on the show. That was a great interview. That's crazy. We've interviewed him so much, but I don't know. I felt like I've learned so much more today. That's crazy. Like, I definitely didn't know he was a Jay fan and an Anuel fan. That's fire. Secondly, you know, the Earl Spence fight, for me, that's always been one of my greatest moments, like telling people, like, man, that was just electric. It was crazy. And, like, for him to feel the same way and not be like, you know, because he could have easily been like, no, you know, when I won the title or when I got the title back, anything, and shot my moment down. But the fact that we share the same moment is dope. Yeah, man. So I think Washington wants to get on now early too. This is the issues with show business. This is kind of the reason why I don't do interviews. But look, we got Brandon and he's handling all that. But you see how the schedule just switched and flipped, and now it's flipping some more. It looks like Washington also wants to come on early, than supposed to have been scheduled.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be our 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah, David
and
was
then
supposed
it was
to be
our
9,
8 o'clock.
but he switched the gym session. Gallo Negro was supposed to be 8. Mad Bent with a super chat says Nakatani crushes Loma. Tank beats Barrios, but it's going to be a war. I wonder what that parlay. We never did that. Like,
with what?
You know, Nakatani still beating Loma, but Tank still beating Barrios.
Oh, yeah. Good call. You never did that. He was letting that money blind you. Damn. Gerald, like, he's just like a dude with the physique.
Gerald
like, he
Washington,
does not stop.
How are you,
Oh,
my friend?
Gerald, I was literally just looking at your IG like, man, do you age ever? Like,
Gerald, can you
just
turn that cell phone sideways, please?
Yeah.
Bam. So, El Gallo Negro, man, thank you for coming on the program. We appreciate you taking out the time to do this interview. We're excited for your fight with Michael Coffey. I guess the first question is, did you get enough time? Do you feel you have enough time to prepare for Michael and were given enough time?
Yeah, I mean, what are we out now? We got 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I mean, I've been training. It's not like I haven't been in the gym and stuff. So I've been in the gym, man. So it's just transition right. You know what I mean? Right, get ready to sparring here pretty soon and get going, man.
So, Gerald, this fight with Mike, he's got momentum, but, you're the guy that's been in there, before. Like, I doubt he's going to show you something that you haven't seen before. So what's the goal for this fight? Do you feel like you have to get a knockout against him? Do you feel like, how do you feel?
I mean, he's a big, strong, determined guy, military guy like myself. You know what I mean? I'm sure he has a good head on his shoulders. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good fight. You know what I mean? It reminds me of when I was coming up. And I had to start facing some names and stuff. And this same situation, man. But this is where I gotta put my foot down, right? I gotta say, yo, I'm still here. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Put some respect on my name. You know what I mean? It's a couple other names just thrown out, and my name was chosen. So here we go. You know what I mean? I need some action, man. I haven't had any action since I took that loss last year. You know what I mean? So I just been in the gym, man, get it in and grinding and going to camps and just you know what I'm saying, just getting some good work in.
What camps you been going to?
I went to AJ's camp. I went to Chisora's camp, and just, you know what I'm saying, just to stay active, man, just to stay, you know what I mean, that give me some action in between, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I feel like I want to ask, do you think your stock went up after watching Helenius stop Adam and you holding that knockout win over Helenius? I feel it did. You know, I feel
As do I.
Like even right now, you know, you might be having a couple of losses, but that knockout win over a guy that not even Dillian could knock out, Adam, who throws 1,000 punches, couldn't knock out. You know, I'm looking at that win like, damn, can you land one on Mike and sleep him too? Like, you know, that's because heavyweight power is real.
I definitely got power too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, man. It's like you go back and forth between styles trying to figure this game out, man. There's so much to this. You know what I'm saying? Do I box? Do I fight? Do I say, man, forget this, man. I'm about to just get after it. You know what I mean? It's like you just, you know what I'm saying? I sometimes I'm like very, you know what I'm saying? I'm careful with myself because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think things through. But just like anything, man, football and basketball, any sport, man, anything in life, like the more you know what I'm saying, to do it, you want to play fast. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be thinking about what you're doing. You want to be reacting, and you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to just play fast and just go. You know what I mean? You don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, what do I do? You know what I'm saying, situation, be thinking, nah, you want to be doing that stuff you already have in your system. You know what I mean? When you see it, boom, you know how to react and flow.
I'm taking a stab here because I want to believe that this is correct. Are you with Manny Robles?
No, I'm not with Manny. Oh. I'm working with Buddy McGirt, man.
Oh, Buddy.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, Buddy McGirt, man. Wow. And Eric Brown, man, he assisted us. Been helping us out lately.
Eric Brown from Wild Card?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Eric, man. That's my
I got
guy.
some good heads in my corner, man. That I'm learning a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just trying to put it all together, man. But I'm excited to get back in the ring. Excited to get back to work, man, and just go out there and do my thing, man.
What's your thoughts on Coffee?
Like I said, man, he a big, strong dude. You know what I'm saying? It's I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, he big like me. 6'5" or something like that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? He switches positions, man. He got a great knockout win. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to take my spot, basically. You know what I mean? Trying to use me as a stepping stone, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta defend my turf, man.
So, did his call out ever reach your timeline or ears? Like, did you ever get wind of it? He called you out, I guess, right after the Damani Rock in the post fight, and he kept that going in interviews. Did you ever hear of that, or was the first time hearing?
Nah, I never heard of it, man. I just got the call. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really too much on TV. I do watch the boxing, you know, the boxing matches and stuff, but I'm not really too much on TV or social. You know what I mean? I'm not too much in the mix, man. But you know what I mean? They just called me, hit me up with the call, man. I'm down to fight anybody. You know what I mean? I'm with it. I'm with it.
Does the number of fights that he has, do you think that means that he may lack a little experience, or do you think that just means he's being fast-tracked?
That don't mean nothing. I mean, the fights don't mean nothing, man. You could have 13 fights and 300 amateur fights, you know what I'm saying? Or you could have, or whatever situation might be. Or like he's been in multiple camps with Wilder, you know what I mean? He's got experience, you know what I mean? He's been in camps. He's been doing his thing. He's not.
So you
just,
know that.
It's like you don't just look. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that.
So you knew he was in camp with Wilder multiple times.
Yeah, I know that.
Micah, you have one?
Yeah, Micah.
I'm sorry. I thought you were.
Don't let us hog
him,
Micah. Don't let us hog. You know we talk boxing forever over here.
No, I'm
okay. I'm sorry.
Trust me, I'll let you know if I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
Cool. My bad. So okay. This is a good fight. I love this fight, and I'm not trying to look past it at all because honestly, this is one of the fights that I'm really looking forward to. But that said, with all the mess that represents the top of the division between Wilder, Fury, AJ, all that, what is your goal at this point? And the veteran that you are, what is your prize? What's that target for you?
Look, man, my guy Derek Chisora told me this, man. I was out there in camp. He said nobody cares if you win or you lose, man. It's like what they care about is what you brought to the fight. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna remember how you fought. You know what I mean? How do you want to be remembered, right? So that's something I gotta that's something I got in my sweating the wins or the losses right now. Just right now, you know what I mean, and who I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out there and do my thing, man, for me.
Man, it's funny you say that because that's exactly why I'm a fan of yours. Like, win or lose, every time you come out and you know, and your story's endearing too, you know, military, you know, but at the end of the day, that's exactly why I appreciate you as a fighter.
Thank you, man.
We got a few questions from the people. First one from New Orleans. Ruin 504 says, do you think Michael Coffey is overlooking you?
Hey, man. A man is a man is a man is a man. Like, he been in the ring with Wilder. He feels that he's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? He called out my name. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready for whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Michael Coffey, whatever, however the situation may go. Yeah, Helenius knocked out the dude. Knockout, boom. You know what I'm saying? If Helenius wins again, boom. There goes another fight for me. You know what I'm saying? For me and Kanaki. You know what I'm saying? And see what I've learned, man, and how I've grown along the way. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, you know what I mean? I was thinking, let me stay in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight with him, and I wasn't true to myself in my game. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That shit be like, it's just learning lessons, man. But like, you gotta learn that shit in the gym. You know what I mean? For sure. So, you know, I try to learn as much as I can right now, man, and just take it to the fights, man, and see what's up.
So I got a quick question. So, you know, the time we live in is such an age conscious type of time, you know, as far as I know you when you came into the game, as far as with your 30s, you know, some people feel like, you know, oh, I'm 30, it's no hope, I waited too late. What's some of the things that you could give as far as like advice? What keeps you motivated? You know, how you started off your career and being in your 30s. What could you tell people, like, to let them know, you know, it's not too late just because you're in your 30s or you start later?
You know, you gotta follow your heart, number one, right? You can't you know, you gotta do what your heart calls for. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to look back on your life and regret, like, man, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that, man. So, you know, sometimes it's kind of risky. Like, you might have some security, some job security or something like that, like the military or college, you know what I'm saying, a career. But it's like, man, I could always go back to that if I want to, you know what I mean? Like, this only is going to last so long, you know what I mean? But when I fought in the big arena, you know what I mean, and I knocked the dude out, boom, and there ain't no feeling.
Tell him, Mario.
Like that. You coming, you know what I'm saying, coming from whatever. Like, I'm
damn,
like,
champ. Check your settings, champ, because it feels like you. I don't know if those are phone calls you getting, but it keeps cutting out. It might be the internet, or you getting a million calls at once.
Oh, you know what? Let me cut my Wi-Fi off.
Yeah, we can.
How about that?
All right.
It's better.
Way better.
Okay, cool, man. So yeah, you just gotta follow your heart, man. You don't want to look back on your life and regret nothing. You know what I mean? You want to get after it, man. And like I said, my first fight gave me that great. Did y'all hear all of that?
Well, you froze up.
Definitely heard it.
You froze up right when you were expressing that feeling of catching a knockout in the arena.
Yeah, your body fills up with energy. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta experience whatever that is in life that gives you that. You gotta find that. You know what I mean? You gotta feel that and know that feeling. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, whatever you do, you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? For yourself to know what that is. This is the first time I ever thought about that. If somebody never experienced that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's amazing. You know what I mean? What your body can. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy what you can feel, man. You feel the emotion, the spirit. You in the moment, man. It is beautiful to live in the moment.
Hey, Gerald, man, I'm going to be a good friend and tell you that my co-host is smiling because he's dying to tell you that
You're lying.
He's dying to tell you that he just experienced that. He had his second fight and he got a knockout. He knocked someone's tooth out and everything. So he's just smiling behind his microphone because he knows exactly what you're talking about, that feeling.
Hey, bro. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good, man?
It felt amazing. Like, it was like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. Like that, because I got knocked down in the round, right? Got back up, and everybody went crazy. You know, they were like, "Oh, you got knocked down," and then I came back, knocked him down, and like, even though I'm focused in the ring, I could see from my peripheral just everyone up, and then that volume just raised. I mean, we were outdoors, and I swear to God, it was like it felt like we were indoors. Like, it was just crazy. And exactly what you said, find that in life. Yo, I never thought I would be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I see what y'all
especially with all the emotion behind the boxing. And like, you know what I'm saying? Your nerves and all that stuff that's in your mind. It's like a roller coaster, right? You're like, man, you putting all this on it. When you get on it, you just like free, like, and you did that. You know what I'm saying? You walk off as a little kid. I did that. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the way you articulated it, I mean, you nailed it perfectly. Literally everything I felt. Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Next one is from What Rep It, who says, Gallo, I have known of you since you played football on the one greatest all-time college football teams assembled at USC. What was the hardest thing about transitioning from football to boxing?
Bro, I was swole, bro. I was like, right? I was like, I'm I fight at 245, 240 to 250, just say there. But I was like 265, but I was like, yeah. So when I went from football, which is like a go hard for like 5-10 seconds, you know what I'm saying? And then you get, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you got a minute to chill, you know what I mean? Okay. And then you line back up or whatever. It's 30-something seconds, whatever. You then you line back up and you do it again. But like, I was so swole, man. I couldn't even hold my, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't even hold my arms up after a round. You be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I let the weights go. I let the weights. I was lifting weights for football. I had to let that go. You know what I mean? And just, change my training and stuff. That was kind of difficult, but a lot of that stuff, man, the physicality and all that stuff, you take from it too, man. A lot of times doing boxing, man, I'm very, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play this game smart. You feel me? Like, I came in late, so I was like, let me do this. People like, man, why you not more aggressive? Why not this, not that? You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the game, bro. I'm boxing. You know what I'm saying? When I see you hurt, I'm gonna get your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you. But right now, I'm just, I'm gonna play my game. Pop, 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 pop. When I see you, I'm gonna get you out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the style that I came up on. You know what I mean? But now I'm trying to transition, trying to step to it a little bit more, and you know what I'm saying, go get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn, go hunt. It's not just about, you know what I'm saying, playing the game. It's boxing, you know what I'm saying? It's who's gonna hurt who, you know what I mean? The guy's in there to hurt you, and it's only one way to stop him, by hurting him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
So, Mr. Washington, right? Like fight fans will be like, man, Canelo was beating. Khan was beating Canelo till he got knocked out, right? Like hardcore Khan fans.
Yeah.
Like my co-host, he's a heavy Khan fan. So he'll give him that credit. Do you take that credit yourself, at least in your own mind? Like, man, I was beating Wilder for 4 rounds. Do you look at it like that?
For what?
Did you ever look at it like that, or do you ever play it back like I won those 4 rounds with Wilder?
Nah, I ain't holding that on myself at all, man. It's just like yeah, I was there, yeah, I was doing that, okay. You know what I'm saying? I know where I made the switch. You know what I mean? From going to him. You know what I mean? Because I ain't really that type of fighter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. I wasn't no like, go get it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm boxing. I'm like fencing. You know what I mean? I like boxing. Boom, whatever. But like, I had to go to him, and I was like a little bit out of my thing with doing that. You know what I mean? And I was like, but then but he was hard to get like that. You know what I mean? Because he was on his back leg, and I was like, well, shit. Let me let him come. Boom, and I caught him with something one time. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta let him come. And then I'll get him like that, you know what I mean? And then, but shit, caught me. Caught me, man, and shit, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
But yeah, I mean, I asked because at the end of the day, whatever people say about Wilder, I mean, he'll still go down as one of the, hardest hitting heavyweights in the world, and you did fairly well until it was over. We have Dual Ingram and Compton that says, if you had your choice of celeb, who are you putting in the ring to generate the most money? Heavyweights only, of course. That's a little strange. If you had your choice to celeb, I mean, does it mean celebrity matchmake? I'm lost with the question. Anybody want to help? No?
Heavyweights only?
Yeah, I tried to read it before and I couldn't.
I don't know. All right, next one. Big Casual says, what's up, champ? Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade. Who do you have winning that fight? Good luck on your upcoming fight. I will definitely be tuned in.
That's a good one, man. I like them both, man. I like the Charlos though, man. I like the Charlos way they go and get it, man. And Andrade, he's dope too. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could see him more in action. You know what I'm saying? But I know he's a slick fighter, man. But shit. I mean, we got to see it, man. We got to see it, man.
Jordan Baker in Florida says Wilder versus Joshua. Who would win in your opinion?
Like they say, man, styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? Styles make fights. I know what I faced with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? And now I got the opportunity to box with Joshua too, man. So, I don't know, bro. I think it takes somebody slick like Fury, man, to deal with that, man. I think Joshua. I think Joshua is kind of like, that stand-up fighter that Deontay could, possibly get to.
All right. Last one is from Seattle, Washington. Dominic says, what's up? Shout out to PBC and you being on the best side. So, from the Navy to college, football to boxing, to being thrown in the ring with the dogs and being battle tested. I got you winning, but would you take Dominic Brazil or Joel Joyce? I want to see it. Let Al know. Don't be shy.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's something that I did learn. You know what I'm saying, with all this YouTube stuff going on, man. You gotta state your piece, man, and you gotta make yourself known. You know what I mean? You gotta say who you want. That's how Coffee got this fight, right? He made his call out. He got his win, right? And he got his call out. Boom. You know what I mean? And there it is. You know what I'm saying? You spoke it into existence, and there it is. So you definitely gotta speak on it, man. But Big Dom's a homie, man. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Business is business, but you know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. Yeah, I know him and his family and stuff, man. We all good. So, I mean, I had to choose the other.
So, Joe Joyce?
Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
That's a good-ass fight.
I got another quick question. Being that you're an 80s baby, are you a California native?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so who's your, like, I'm big on music. So what's your music choice as far as, like, your faves that come from California?
Well, I'm from the Bay Area, man. You know, we got E40, Mac Dre.
Okay.
We got her now, right? She from Vallejo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we got a lot, man. We got a lot of Bay Area people, man. But those two,
love E40,
Short and all those guys. But when I grew up, you know what I'm saying, my era was like, or my thing that I like, man, I was an R&B dude. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying, Case. I like shit, all the old school stuff, man.
Okay.
Donnell Jones, Carl Thomas. You know what I'm saying? All them boys.
Damn, no Genuine? What's going on, man?
Yeah, Genuine was on there, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. My hair back in the day used to be, you know what I'm saying, a little longer. I had a little curl in there. You know I used to put the curl back.
Yeah. I had the curls too, man. I think that was a thing. I think that was a thing in our era, man. I mean, because, if you think about it, I know Special Ed a little older than me, or probably the same age, but he had the curls. Everybody, even Benzino had the curls before he switched it to braids, man. Everybody was doing curls, man. But Gerald, man, it was a fantastic interview. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Can you please give out your social media for anybody crazy enough not to be following you, man? And once again, thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no doubt, man. GW, Gallo Negro. You know what I'm saying? Champion on the rise, baby. I'm still working, man. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm still grinding, man. One step at a time, one brick at a time. You know what I'm saying? We building it. You know what I'm saying? Building our way back. And then we're going to get after it on July 31st, man. Looking forward to facing a fellow veteran. It's gonna be action, man.
Man, if you're not tuning in, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna give the fight details.
He said brick, and it reminded me of Willie Monroe, who uses that hashtag like brick by brick, which also triggered the Malik Sky. I got to get your thoughts. What do you think about Malik? What do you think about Malik training Wilder? And how do you see those clips that they've been putting out? What you think of that?
That's Malik, my guy, man. I came up with Malik, man, kind of like when I started boxing. He was there in the gym. I got to box with him. I got to learn from him. You know what I'm saying? He was the guy that I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like fucking trying to like, you know what I'm saying, copy, you know what I'm saying, use some of his stuff and learn from. You know what I mean? I think that's a great, man. Malik has a great boxing mind, bro. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Deontay, he a dog. You know what I'm saying? So if you put that shit together, man, it might be something beautiful, man. Something beautifully dangerous. So we gonna see, man, if all that stuff, you know, if he could transition it into this fight. You know what I mean? It might take some time, man. But we all know Deontay is dangerous, man. But Fury showed us something new, right? That was something different. You know what I mean? We always see him boxing on the back leg. I watched him fight Steve Cunningham today just to watch the fight. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what I'm saying? You see him fighting. Steve was getting after it too, man. He was overhand, jabbing to the body and getting to him. Like Deontay can do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He gotta be able to mix it up and play his game, but you can't just go for the home run, right? Because I think Fury's pretty good at, you know what I'm saying, at avoiding that. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun. It was crazy to see how he was just getting right by that shit. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But he did it. He got caught a couple times, but he did it.
Yeah, definitely. Just to remind everybody, this is Mike Polite Coffee versus Gerald Washington, July 31st in Newark, New Jersey. It will be at the Prudential Center, and it will be on Fox. Make sure you do not miss this. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a real fight between two really strong guys. Man, I can't wait.
Yes, sir. Gerald, man, thank
Gerald,
you
want
for
to give
your time.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying thank you for his time again.
Y'all got it, man. Thank you guys for having me. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk soon, man.
All right.
Yep.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Up-and-coming contender Gerald Washington. That was a fantastic interview.
Thank you for asking that question, Mike. I love that, what he said. It was awesome to hear. That was a good question.
Yeah, man. Great interview in general.
Definitely.
But yeah.
Yes, good interviews. They was nice tonight.
Yes,
I was just saying.
It went over my head, man. Y'all went over my head. But let's see where we're at. We're making some predictions here. We're going to have to open up these phone lines. See if we got some callers. The number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time if you want to make some predictions. In the meantime, I guess... Oh,
I'll be in the house.
Look who it is. What up, champ?
Oh, that was a great interview, man. I had to sit back and listen, man. And I'm definitely going to be in the building for that fight. Y'all got to know, man. That's 7. Listen, I used to commute that way to work every day for 9 years. I used to work right on Broad Street. So the Prudential Center, you know what I'm saying, 7 minutes down Route 22. I'm in the building, the King of Essex. I got y'all.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's going to be a good one.
It is. Tickets go on sale. They actually went on sale today for that fight. So if you want to get 2 tickets to the Mike Coffey fight, who's squaring off against our last guest, Gerald the Gallo Negro Washington, they're on sale. And you can get them at Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster. Yes.
And also on that card, Vito
Malanecki,
yeah, and
White Magic.
And Joey Spencer versus Dan Carpensi. Like that's not a bad fight. Like, I mean, you know, it's a decent fight for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
But I mean, you're just jumping on, man. Any fights you want to give your breakdowns on, or anything we might have missed?
Nah, I tried to take. I didn't really have a chance to look through the undercards, man. But you know, this weekend I told you guys, I sent in a clip earlier, man. They got Tank is bigger than y'all think, man. I'm riding through the streets and I'm hearing on the radio, big time radio, iHeartRadio, they're announcing Gervonta Tank Davis fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, we just talked about it. How big is his name? How big is this fight? It's that big. National syndicated radio. They got commercials for this joint. So think about that while y'all questioning why is this fight a big deal this weekend?
Oh, it's a very big deal. It's definitely a very big deal for me. So I don't know how everybody else feeling about it, but it's a big deal.
It better be.
It's very big.
Mario, is there anything else significant on the undercards for that the Tank Barrios card?
You know, not really. Actually, somebody called me on that this morning when I said that the card wasn't bad. But they were like, "Man, it's only 2 fights." Akhmedov's on it, and he's fighting Mendez. I think that's a really decent fight. You know, it's a crossroads fight for one, and it's, you know, exactly what the other one needs in terms of a name and a veteran. But I think that has potential to be one of the better fights on the card in terms of just pure action.
I know there's a lot of flyweight action going on, Mario. I told you I don't really rock with the fly. Not like because I'm disrespectful. It's just that, like I said, the little guys, the horse jockeys, man.
Yeah.
These guys are like 4'7" and 89 pounds.
Yeah, listen, and that's the one card that, you know, I knew weren't good. But thank you for giving at least that opening. Julio Cesar Martinez will be defending his WBC flyweight belt against Joel Cordova. Listen, Julio Cesar Martinez is definitely worth the price of admission. You know, that whole card on DAZN isn't really like spectacular in any kind of way, but if you haven't seen Martinez fight, he's good. He is very good. Mexican fighter, brings the pain. He's got solid pop. Man, I can't wait. He's coming off of I think he had the no contest and he's had 3 wins since then. He beat Christopher Rosales, I remember for sure. Man, it's gonna be good to see him.
How do you guys feel about Lubin and Rosario? I don't know if I'm jumping the gun or trying to wait on that one or right. I wanted to get Mario. What's your thoughts? On Lubin versus Rosario?
I'm picking Lubin. I think he's the better fighter. I think that he's coming in with some really good momentum, and I think that Rosario to come back off of that loss to this fight is probably not the best idea. So, but I'm rocking with Lubin.
Okay, with this one, I'm kind of like I'm torn because I feel like Lubin can outbox Rosario for sure, and then I'm thinking maybe Rosario got, like a boost of energy, kind of refreshed because he came off that loss to Jamel. So I'm like, Rosario might be, tapped in, preparation might be even better because of that. So I'm kind of like 50-50 on that one because I could see it being a quick night. Can Lubin take Rosario's power? That's a key question, I feel like, too. But I see what you're saying too, because I like Lubin as far as the boxing, as far as like with the boxing skills. I mean, am I saying it right? How you
Yeah, no, I was thinking when you said that Lubin can get baited in. When you said can he take the pot? I didn't remember or think about Rosario's power, but Lubin can get baited in to a brawl. He can give up that boxing. We talked earlier about him being refined this morning, but he can get baited into a slugfest. And, you know, unless he goes in there focused on boxing, it could be a brawl that he could, you know, take more damage than what is necessary, you know, depending on how that looks, you know, to the judges, you know, depending on if somebody takes a knockdown, you know what I'm saying? These guys might not wipe each other out, but a knockdown going in either way could be that thing that decides this fight. If either guy, you know, kind of gives up an inch, if you will.
Right. I can't really call it. I don't know. For some reason, yeah. I just gotta really see with the Lubin versus Rosario. I gotta see a few things. Gotta see how Rosario is looking now. See how Lubin. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you like to watch the weigh-in, right? To make yeah, that's smart.
Right.
That's very smart.
Sometimes,
no, that's
right.
definitely smart.
Yo, breaking news.
I'm picking Lubin up. Go ahead.
Breaking news. The conspiracy's in full effect. Yo, so today, remember Ryan O'Hara said that his sources told him that the Zone is trying to force Gennady to face Demetrius Andrade, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Andre's Twitter right now, he just put hashtag Big Drama Show with the flexing emoji. So
if that fight happens,
maybe the force will happen.
Oh my God, if that fight happens.
But you know why, right? The Zone said, fuck it, why pay Canelo a bunch of money to fight Golovkin when we can take a little portion of that, give it to Golovkin to fight Andrade, forcing Andrade to be the next. Because now it's like, oh, he's a horrible fighter, but he beat the dude you don't want to fight.
Exactly.
I love that fight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I definitely would like that. Absolutely.
And if you're Golovkin and you win that, and then you have that narrative like, oh, I fought the guy that, you know, called you up. You were too scared to fight, you know. So, and it's not as strong as the point you made for Andre, but it's still a narrative. The winner of that fight definitely deserves Canelo.
Yeah, no. Hold on. The winner of that fight. Why y'all gotta send everybody to Canelo, man? Chill out,
You're right. You said that this morning.
Yeah, the winner of that fight go fight David, man.
Yo, listen, y'all got everybody on the Canelo conveyor belt, man. Just chill, man. If Boo Boo wins that fight, Charlo got to step up immediately. Boo Boo is at the top of the middleweight division. Immediately.
I was trying to say
because of the degrees of separation with Canelo.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because Charlo already telling Andre, which I definitely don't agree with. He's saying you fight Montiel. You know, I like the Charlo brothers, but I'm complete. I don't get that one. I'm not getting that one at all right now. So I feel like. No, so if Andre fights Triple G and Andre, you know, get that W, then it's gonna get real spicy because it's not no more fight this part. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh, and you know, I've been saying that, you know, as far as like the middleweight division, you know, that's one of the divisions where the guy doesn't have to jump up or come down. You know, they can hang out because Triple G. If Triple G is still out there fighting, again, don't worry about Canelo. Triple G, just by name value, if you want to get some money and get some name value at middleweight, you got to be shooting for Triple G scalp. Not trying to jump up to 168 and fight Canelo. You may never, if you are a middleweight, you may never come back from that. Come on, don't do that. Just stay middleweight. Go ahead.
No. You're absolutely right. And like, if you're gonna even like bring them up, it would be like more like to say like. That the winner of that fight has solidified themselves as the top dog. And yes, I think what you said is the best in terms of Charlo has to step up right away because it's all about momentum. And the winner of that fight snags the momentum.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm picking listen, I'm not making a visual big, but right now I'm picking Andre. Like I think he beats him, bro.
Absolutely.
I think he beats like if that fight happened like 4 years ago, I don't know, you know, but right now, I mean, oh God, I want that fight bad.
I don't.
You picking Golovkin?
I think Andre I want to hold off. I don't like always doing my predictions, especially if it might really happen.
Yeah.
Like, so now I'm kind of hesitant because I like to kind of like assess the situation more.
Yeah,
But
nothing
I
wrong
could
with that.
see Andre. Right, I could see how you guys saying you going with Andre. You know, I would want Andre to win that fight, of course. But for me, I don't want to say of course because you guys might want Triple G to win. But I could still see Triple G because Andre, you know, showed me a few little things in his last fight. You know, I'm like, gotta work. So Triple G, if we see one of the, you know, a Triple G of the past, you never know
Well,
what
Micah,
can happen.
yeah, you could go ahead and be like Red from Friday. You gonna tuck yours in. Go ahead and tuck yours in. But
I
I'm gonna let my
chain.
I'm gonna let my chain hang out, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm picking Andre.
Okay.
Andre is going to be walking Canelo with it. Now he took some unnecessary punches that he should not have taken, but I think that he's got some stone in that chin. He's got a nice beard, right? Not like mine. He got a nice beard though. But he's gonna walk Canelo into excuse me, don't say that. He's gonna walk Triple G into them uppercuts. And Triple G, like you said, if he's the old Triple G, sure as he is now, but even slower, his head is gonna be right on that line. And Boo Boo's gonna be moving and hitting him with them uppercuts.
Great
It's not
point.
gonna look good. And I'm gonna love watching that.
Yo,
Hold on,
can't
King
wait.
KO. Let's be clear. I am not hating on Android. I like him. I think he's a nice, slick, different. No, I'm not saying you. I'm talking about the chat. I'm not hating on Android. I feel like he's a good, slick. He's a different type of fighter. He's very unique to me. All I'm saying is there are certain things in his skill set to sometimes where you could really catch him slipping. And sometimes I feel like he's not taking his opponent out the way I would like him to. But don't get it twisted. I definitely feel like Andre can beat Triple G. But when you're dealing with, if Triple G is anything of the old Triple G with the power, I'm just wanted to see can Andre handle that, you know, that power. You know, especially when it get into that late. You know, when you get into the juice and the thick of things, you know, them late rounds, then we gonna really see, you know.
And he can cut the ring off. That's the thing. I don't want to disrespect the man, even though he does keep his head on the line. He can cut the ring off. He can shift. He can throw that power from definitely awkward positions. So yeah, you know, it's gonna be a good fight. I just got my pick out early for sure.
Yeah, no, I more I talk about it, the more I hear y'all talk about it. It's like, yo, they better give us that fight because now they just tease me way too much. That's the one right there. But yeah,
Benavidez still coming on tonight? Or?
Oh man, he came on early actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came on early. It was a good interview though. Yeah, all of them were good. You know that Vendora's sister, Gabriella. Yo, she's so cool. Like she's a really cool, down to earth, very like positive person, right? But she's a killer in the ring though. Like I love her like whole brand, you know what I mean? It's like very unassuming.
You wouldn't think.
Exactly.
Right, because she was very sweet, and then you know somebody like that, then you get in the ring and she come for you, you like, oh my goodness. So yeah, that was good. That was a good interview.
Definitely. You know, and I forgot there are actually fights tomorrow in England on ESPN Plus, but other than Jay Harris and Paul Butler, I really don't know much of anybody on the card. At least I don't think. Yeah. I don't know anybody. And just so everybody knows too, on the top rank card, Floyd Cashflow Diaz, who you may remember from the All Access, I think it was, or maybe it was 24/7 with Floyd Mayweather. He had him in there as a young kid, and yeah, he's going to be on the ESPN Plus card. I think it's his second pro fight against Jaime Jasso. 4 rounds in the bantamweight. Guido Vianello is going to be in action as well. Yeah, and Giovani Santillan's also in action. The Showtime card, that's on the orders. Yeah, that's on the Vasiliy Lomachenko Nakatani card. Yo, I'm just like, I'm ordering the pay-per-view, and then like I'm watching it, and then I'm just gonna go watch the Lomachenko fight, and then try to watch the other fights
Not to cut you off, Mario. I'm like, dog, what am I gonna do Saturday? I'm thinking like, what we gonna do is, right, I'm gonna order the fight. Now I need to ask y'all a question too. Do your Showtime sometimes act up? I get so upset. Like my Showtime app, I don't know what goes on, but anyway, I'm gonna definitely do exactly what you're gonna do. Like I'm gonna order the fight, and we're gonna go back to Top Rank. Get that out the way, and then come back, and hopefully we be able to watch Lubin Rosario. You know what I'm saying? Right before it get to the main.
Oh yeah. Are you saying the Showtime app based off of the Mayweather fight?
But no, it's been times
then.
Okay, right. It's been times in the past with my Showtime app where it literally just freezes, and I know we have good Wi-Fi. Like our DAZN, every other app works good, but for some reason the Showtime app is like no. I'm like, really? So I just went to ask y'all.
Yeah, that happened on the Floyd fight. Like I couldn't even like bring it up to order for like an hour. It was just slow, kept crashing, and I was sure it was because of the abundance of people watching. But yeah, that's how the zone is for me sometimes though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so did you pick? I might not have missed it. Did you pick between Lomachenko and Nakatani, who you had winning that fight?
I got Nakatani.
Oh, okay.
I'm going Nakatani.
Okay.
I thought you had went with Rosario.
Way. No. This morning
like
I listened. I revealed my Haitian bias.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I revealed my Haitian bias. I'm going with Lubin. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going with Nakatani. I'm going with him, man. I'm telling you. I don't think that Loma. JT made an interesting point about the pressure. That kind of pressure. Lomachenko is more equipped to handle Nakatani's pressure than some people might think. But I'm gonna challenge that, and I'm gonna roll with my Nakatani pick. I'm gonna be all right with that one. Because I feel like after that Verdejo fight, when they talk about digging deep, if they had to trade power, whatever their respective power is, if they had to trade power, I think one of them guys could get up from the other guy's power, another guy not so much.
I like the way
I
you
give
put
it to
that.
Nakatani.
I like the way you
put
that.
Gotta go that way.
Yeah,
because
that's smart.
Even with Nakatani's pressure, I feel like Loma is going to still be high volume punching. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Loma might be walking him into high volume punches, but then on the other side of that, Nakatani is going to be winging powerful shots, and if they land, they're going to do damage. Especially if you kind of try to work the body and then go up top. It could be, slow Loma down, cut the ring off on him, taller guy. It could be a long night.
For sure. And listen, I did it this morning, and I'm going to do it right now, make it official. I am going with Mario Barrios. I'm picking with my heart. And I'm not suggesting anybody place any bets at all. This is the pick for San Antonio, Texas, Corpus Christi, 2 hours away. And watch that man fight, since he was like 14, something like that. Been covering him for a long time. So, yeah, I'm rooting for him. But, at the same time, I am a realist. But we rooting.
Right.
What's what does Mike K cook or eat or whatever for big fights? Is it like barbecue, wings? What is it?
So we still haven't really transitioned back as far as like going out for the fights like we used to do. So like with me and my husband, we'll go like to Buffalo Wild Wings a lot. We go to a lot of bars. Like we really big in the bar scene. But now I can tell you this, when it comes to certain fights, I like to be at home, because if I'm passionate about my favorite, I cannot deal with I cannot deal with the other, because your emotions, and I'm still a woman. So you get real emotional when it comes to your faves. So, but I do. It just depends. Like I said, we did a lot of bar, but like I'll cook. Like I definitely love like just something simple like chicken wings and fries or something like that. Definitely had the drinks and the snackies on deck. Got to, for those who like to drink and relax the mind. You gotta have good snacks. So it's a lot of things. I love seafood. So it just depends on the mood and what's the fight.
Definitely. Yeah, that's how it is for me too. But I say that, but like 98% of the time, we're just barbecuing fajitas and chicken, and some pork ribs too.
And I forgot. Okay, you in Texas, so you guys can barbecue like basically right the whole year round.
The whole
really?
year.
Yeah.
Listen, when I lived in Laredo, when I was a
Texas
kid,
barbecue.
I swear I am not making this up. My parents barbecued 4 to 6 times a week during the summer. No, like not even like from like April to like probably September, every week. And you know it got a little tiring. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just like part of the culture. You know what I mean? Like any fight party that I ever got invited to, it was either pizza because the dude was single, or it was barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Like that was it. Those were the only two things. It was like pizza or barbecue. And so yeah, and I enjoy, you know, having people over and cooking for everybody, barbecue, you know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy, like for me, the fights, I'm either watching them alone or I'm watching them with like a very close knit group, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's like family time for us. That's why when Gabriella was talking about, you know, what she was talking about with her family, it's like, man, I can relate, you know. We've been doing that shit since I was 5.
Pizza is definitely the go-to too, because you know, sometimes, not to cut you off, pizza is the go-to, especially when it's people at the house. Listen, the queen is not cooking for everybody. We'll do a little like if it's 3 or 4, but when it start getting 5 and 6, no, pizza is the go-to.
Hey Mario, you mentioned boxing being a family thing. It's funny because my brother proposed to my sister-in-law, his fiance at the time. He proposed to her at the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
No, really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope. I bet the crowd went crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, we knew, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he had a nice little spread, the catering, you know, some filet mignon tips and all this fancy stuff. And he proposed to her. I was like, damn, it was a hell of a night, you know?
Yo, that is, yeah, see, that's, like, I get that, right? Because boxing's so important for my family that's like, that would be a time to do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's
your parents over, you know
exactly,
what I'm saying? Casual enough, big enough fight.
Definitely.
You know, somebody said, oh, Floyd Mayweather? Even my mother, you know, at the time, she mistaked Roger from Floyd. She's like, yeah, Black Mamba. I'm like, no, Floyd, mom.
Oh, but that shows that she knows her boxing too, though, that she knows the Black Mamba. Yeah, no, I remember now thinking about it. My uncle announced that he was getting married at, I want to say it was either Pacquiao Barrera or Morales Barrera. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, man, it was crazy. They used to like not let me watch the fights, right? Because they were all, you know, drinking and shit. I was like a kid, and they would record them, and then I would have to watch them like later that night or in the morning. But yeah, we would always do. My dad used to own like this comic book, sports card memorabilia sports shop, right? And that was the thing he would do, is he would have the fights on Saturday and have like his customers, like his, you know, big spenders, I guess, or whatever, come over. And now that I think about it, that was probably illegal. I don't think he was supposed to be ordering the pay-per-view commercial, or not commercially, and then showing it to all his customers and shit.
Statute of limitations. Don't worry about it.
I just caught him a case.
Right.
Nah, he all good. Years ago.
That's what's up. Yeah, listen, yo, I'm looking forward to these fights this weekend for sure, but man, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of solid stuff coming up. You know, the heavyweight fight we were just talking about obviously is one of the fights that I'm looking forward to. Mike Polite, who's, you know, basically TBV fan, against one of my favorite heavyweights of this era, Gerald Washington. You know, Colbert Tug, you know, even Gilberto and Sullivan Barrera is a good fight. And that's the same night as Jojo Javier Fortuna. What fights are y'all looking forward to?
Hey, let me ask you. You know, I like the Colbert Tug, but let me ask you, Mario. I know you may have heard of it. The whole idea of the TBV curse.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit? What do you think of it? Is that real? Is that going to affect Michael Coffey?
I hope not. I'm not gonna lie, it got a little weird there for a while. Like everybody that we were in was either.
It didn't affect Barrios.
No, it did not. It did not.
Smart pick.
Yeah. No, you're right. Right. You're right. No, but I think. Listen, oh man, I'm so torn in that fight, dude. I'm so torn because I've always been a fan of Gerald Washington. I like him a lot, but Mike, yo, that's a story. Like we saw his evolution right in front of our eyes. You know what I mean? Like we had him on right after his fight with the chubby Mexican dude, and we've seen him just grow. Like this is a dude who had his come up and kind of took us along for the ride. I mean, as much as you can, a podcast and its community. But yeah, man, it's tough to like not really just. I want him to win. Like I want him to win and keep going, dude. He's just a good.
But Colbert Tug, just going back to that, as far as fights that we want to see, that's a tough. Yeah, Gamboa. First of all, Cats was acting like Gamboa was basura, but they sure as hell was calling to get into the ring with him, right?
Yeah,
okay, boom. Whether he pulled out or he got hurt, Tug. I got this little like, those what I call those relatively unknown Filipino fighters, and sometimes these things rough as hell. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes they be like, so Tug is like, he's good. He's good. You know what I'm saying? And I think if Colbert is what we think he is, and what he says he is, he's going to put us some good work on Tug. Or if he has difficulties, we're going to see what he needs to work on in order to be considered, at the top of the division, or at least considered, a real contender. But he's got a WBA something or another, right?
Yeah, he's got the
regular,
what is it?
Or an interim, or is it a regular?
It is. Damn, what is it? It's the interim. Yeah, I just looked it up. WBA interim junior lightweight title. Yeah. Okay. No, you're absolutely right. And it's kind of like I like Chris too, man. I'm a fan of his, and it was like that Gamboa fight was a nice fight. Like the risk reward ratio was just right. Yeah. And then you get Tug in there, and I feel like the risk ratio just flipped. I'm not saying that Chris loses. I'm just saying that it's not the same fight. It's a less
earn his money.
Tough. Exactly.
Money that night.
Best way to put that. He's gonna earn his money for sure. Definitely.
I'm trying to think which ones am I. Well, of course, the main. Of course, like Wilder and Fury. The only thing with Wilder and Fury is going to be spicy. Definitely. I'm not really, the fans on both sides are completely nuts. Like, I think everybody is crazy. Like, they like losing their mind. But, I would say the most I want to see probably Spence versus Pacquiao. I just love it. I really want to go to Vegas for that. I feel like it's gonna be. Well, now, Mario, I can't hear you. I can't.
No pick.
Go ahead, Ray. Touch your chain.
I do. When it comes to my predictions, it's like my baby for my channel. So I be in my mind. But this is one of them ones where you really don't like. Pacquiao was still the way Pacquiao was jumping, the calf muscles. I'm like, listen, he's older. Pacquiao still got the juice though. Then you have Spence. He's still hungry. He ready. So I feel like it. I can't. I'm gonna hold off. I kind of know, but I'm gonna hold off. But I am excited for that because I feel like it's just gonna be. The vibe is gonna be really good around that fight. I feel like it's gonna be more happy compared to the other major.
Yeah.
I want to remind the world that I actually picked Pacquiao over Thurman in that fight. So it's just that don't mean I ain't picking him this fight.
You ain't picking him?
Me shit this fight. No way, man. Listen, I think Spence, man. Forget about that car accident shit, man. I think that was part of marketing to get people to kind of tune in at this point. I think the Spence that we'll see by the time he fights Pacquiao is going to be ready to go. He's going to be firing all cylinders, man. The Spence that we saw against Danny Garcia, I think that was by 85. It was by 85. He had a little cut on that. This one is going to be 100%, man. He's going to be in tip-top shape. And with this win, again, that puts him right at the top of the welterweight division And it then just becomes that questionable fight of who's left and the other side of the street and all that other stuff. But the big fights, listen, I'm actually looking forward to Kavaliauskas and Ortiz now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's welterweight because it's also the welterweight division. Like, it's so deep,
Yep.
And what did I say earlier? Sometimes the mark of how good a fighter is or isn't is what has their opponents gone on to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think if I'm being objective, I try to always help everybody out and to be in their own objectivity. You got to throw Terrence Crawford a bone if Kavaliauskas is out here kicking ass.
Word. You're absolutely right.
You can't be shitting on his resume if Kavaliauskas is out here. He take out Virgil Ortiz, the young bull. Come on now. You got to put a little bit of respect on his resume.
No, you're right. You're right. I think that is a good fight. And for nothing else than to give like some sort of gauge where Verge is, right? Because there's some
I'm gonna tell you about Verge. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you about Verge. Well, listen, Verge is a Black Rob, and rest in peace. And I don't even mean to use his name, but I mean to say on Golden Boy, on like Boxing Diddy, like being signed a Golden Boy, like, yo, he ain't no good deal over there, like cause he in there with Kavaliauskas right now, like you in there with, you know what I'm saying? So like Virgil Ortiz gotta be the goods. Like, y'all don't see that? Like, he gotta be the goods. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to look at it. Some people look at it like he doesn't have any real options, but then you're saying like, yo, his only options are these. It's the rough road.
I think Kavaliauskas is a rough road for him.
Yeah,
so again,
sure.
that's why I think that fight, Mario, is important to the welterweight division because it says where a young prospect like Virgil Ortiz is going. It says something about Terrence Crawford's resume. Even though it doesn't seem like he's going much of anywhere, but it also says something about Kavaliauskas. So it's got 3 fighters in the welterweight division that particular fight does something for, and that's beautiful.
Definitely. No, you're right. You're right, champ. I like the way you put that. A lot of people were down on it too initially. I think I'm getting too old.
Be optimistic, man.
Yo,
yes.
Wait. People were down on Kavaliauskas Ortiz?
Yes, dude, on Twitter, people just want to hate on anybody not PBC or anybody not their favorite fighter.
Have you noticed that 99% of the times you say people were hating on something, you say, yeah, on Twitter. Like, you might need to get off Twitter.
I think I am, dog, for real. Like, this is no cap, no joke. I cannot stand the negativity. But the thing that sucks is there's some really cool people there, and it's the very, very minority of them. But it sucks. Like some of those dudes are that's the only way I talk to them. J-Ro, that's the only way I talk to him. Big Herb, that's the only way I talk to him. Like, I don't got their numbers. I don't even know if they have IGs, but there's too much negativity.
Twitter is wild. Twitter is
crazy.
Twitter is one of those places where you gotta really kind of tune out because it's like so many opinions thrown at you at one time. So
no, you're right. And you know what's weird? Like Twitter keeps sending me all these OnlyFans notifications for people, and I'm like, listen, what? No, I know you about
only notifications.
I mean, fans, yeah. And
fans only, not only
fans only. I said OnlyFans. Yeah, fans only. They keep sending
What's
me
fans
like,
only?
It's like
It's like
it's like a way for like influencers or people to send their semi-nudes and stuff like that. Like,
so you're not talking about OnlyFans?
Wait, what did I say?
Fans only.
Oh yeah, OnlyFans. That's what it is.
No, it's OnlyFans. You talking about the little wild stuff? You talking about?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about OnlyFans.
You're talking about
like
the X-rated,
And Twitter keeps sending them to my notifications. Listen, everybody can make all the jokes they want. I wouldn't bring this up if I was like going through everybody's OnlyFans. I'm not doing that. I promise. This is like weird to me. Though. I wake up every day and they give me 3 or 4. I'm like,
it's weird because you don't understand double click ads. So yeah, I believe you. You're not going to a bunch of different women's OnlyFans, but you do go to Billy Joe Ho. What's her name?
Oh, Billy Ho Saunders. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I don't subscribe though.
Yeah, but the
seen
way
it. Yeah,
that
I
it
clicked on it. You're
works, the way that it works is that's what cookies are. So
Oh,
you went
shit,
there.
okay.
So you went there. So you left a trail of cookies. And
That
now,
How do I
algorithm,
not
yeah.
leave the trail of cookies then?
You got to stop going there.
you can't go there.
And when you search,
When you
certain
stop leaving the
stuff,
cookies,
when you
man. What
search
you
certain
talking
things
about?
and you double click, then that's when they like, Mario might like, the little wild stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it go. That's how it happens.
Hey,
Trust me,
Hey,
I know.
Micah, ain't there an expression like, for the ladies, your slip is showing?
Yes.
Come on, Mario. You left your slip showing, bro. You say you going to these sites. He's like, I don't know how it's happening.
No, but he been new. He been new. He said that story. He's like, yeah, man. Billy Joe I don't even know her name. What's her name? Lily Ho. It's Lily.
Yeah, Lily Ho Saunders. Thank you, Lily. You said Billy Ho Saunders.
He said one day we was just doing the show. He just randomly said, he was like, yeah, Lily Ho Saunders does live fight chats naked. I said, what?
Well, it's not naked. I mean, she just like, topless.
Well, now you know why you getting them ads. See, because she not naked.
She a friend though. Like she's just good people. I watch her podcast more than I watch anything else. But
my girl's not letting me look at anybody else's nipples, and then I'm gonna get to say, oh, she's a friend.
No, bro, listen. First of all, it was like a thing where, like, I knew she was in the boxing industry and she's a journalist. So it's like I click on her. Well, because I didn't know what it was. Like, I'm like, what is she offering? Like, is she writing
She's on Only. I mean, she's on OnlyFans. She's on OnlyFans. What is she offering? What is she offering?
Exclusive content.
Yeah.
Come on, Mario.
Let me mute my mic. I'm staying.
She over there reading newspapers, bro. Come on, man. What do you think she's on there doing, man? Stay away from that
Mario
shit.
is crazy, man.
Oh shit! I thought I was a victim of Twitter's rampant bullshit.
It's okay, Mario. I thought the same thing when I looked up something. I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me get off real quick.
Oh shit! That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh man, that was funny.
Word.
So, so I wanted to tell y'all because I know y'all ain't know about this fight, man, and I want to give them their credit. Let me pull up their Instagram. What is it? Champions Boxing? Champions. Anybody remember the trainer that Mack Truck had went to when him and Mustafa Mickens broke up? Y'all remember that? Remember that interview we did? And he came on. The trainer came on, and I'll find him this way. He's got DeMichaels. Y'all forgot about him already. He got a fight on Top Rank card, man, on that Vasiliy card. Y'all ain't even noticed that. Nah, y'all still ain't get it. Huh?
I don't.
DeMichael Harris, man, y'all tripping. Damn, y'all. He's with that trainer from Atlanta. Watch, I'm pulling it up. DeMichael's, bang.
We waiting.
Bro, look at this shit. Oh my fucking God. I said his name 3 times. Now my audience is intrigued. So I go to his Instagram to show you what he looks like, and this is what we see. This is insane, man. These poor kids, man. Lord. Like, are y'all looking? Did y'all see it yet on YouTube now?
I still not coming up.
Crazy, bro. My man has 0 posts. So when you go find the boxer you allegedly looking for, all you see is a blank white screen.
And that's what'll make you think it's a fake page, man. These guys gotta get their social media presence up.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird, man. It's crazy. Bruh, people be just tripping, man. I don't know. I'm trying to look for this gym. It's Champion something, man. Wanted to shout out that coach.
I do remember that vaguely now.
I wanted to shout out that coach because, man, you know what it is, man. You know, you bring up a kid through the amateurs. Now he's 3-0, and y'all finally get y'all fight. Y'all get y'all TV fight. Y'all get y'all top-ranked fight. Like, you know, even if it's not a deal and it's a one-off, you know, if you shine, they might bring you back. And, yeah, man, it's official. I like that, man. I like these moments, man. We interviewed DeMichael's and, you know, he was like 1-0 or 2-0, something like that. And now he's 3-0, about to fight on Top Rank. So,
with 13,000 followers.
Just pointing that out that that was going to be a little fight that gets overlooked. Also, want to remind people, Guido Vianello is back, taking on Marlon Williams in a 4-rounder. So after he fought eBay and almost lost, and they robbed eBay, they brought his ass back down. Was it a 4-rounder or a 6-rounder, that eBay fight? Because he in a 4-rounder. That's bananas, bruh.
Really?
Crazy.
Wow, I thought it was a 6-rounder.
Bruh, crazy, I'm trying to tell you. And Floyd Diaz, too, man. Like, don't sleep on his top-ranked Vasiliy card. Floyd Diaz is cash flow. That's out of the TMT gym. He's on this. And Giovani Santillan, he's back. Rob Brant, he's back. You know, so like Subaru. Oh no, that's not Subaru Matias. That's Subaru Murata. Who the fuck is that? Yo, why they do that shit? Fighting? Bro, why they keep naming these dudes after cars? You got Toyota Corolla over there. Now they call this dude Subaru Murata?
Is that who Rob Brant is fighting?
No, it's who is it?
Subaru. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead with. Let me look up. What's how you spell the car name Subaru? I'm pretty sure that shit.
BRU? I don't know, bro. I'm terrible at spelling.
Yeah, bro. Yo, my man's name is
Subaru Murata. Yo, that's crazy.
Bro, you can't make this shit up, man.
I mean, he's fighting Keven Monroy. It's a junior featherweight fight.
Okay.
He's on the ESPN card. Yo, how is somebody named Toyota? He named Saru. They got the same name almost. Like, it's just a different car.
Right. And now because remember, Murata's name is not Toyota Corolla.
It's Royota.
Yeah. It's not Murata?
It's Royota.
Murata.
Damn,
right?
Yeah, Royota Murata.
Yeah, Royota Murata.
Murata, yeah.
Lord.
Bro, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. DeMichael's anyway. Shout out to DeMichael's, man. We couldn't find your coach to give him his credit. But what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something, man.
I don't know if y'all got any super chats.
The queen is gonna leave you guys. I'm gonna tap out. Basketball is on, so you know I kind of do both.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
gotta do both. I'm gonna tap out. Thank you so much for allowing me to come back on Nest TBV family. I will be back if you know with the Thursday. Thursday is good.
All right.
You might see me pop up even more. But anyway, make sure you go to Afternoon Sports Slay. That's my YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed to the Queen, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's definitely more content coming soon. Follow me on IG at MK Sports Slay. Follow me on Twitter. Anybody that knows a sports social media, listen. A sports social media manager, tap in with the Queen anyway. I'm trying to get my stuff up, trying to get it more improved. Okay. Once again, Afternoon Sports Slay. I'm out, and I will see you guys. Are you doing a live chat or anything?
Yeah,
Saturday.
definitely.
I might tap into the
well, you know, I think I might be going to Atlanta. I'm not sure.
You might be going to Atlanta. But anyway, if you guys are, I'll be supporting from afar, even if I'm not on.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Peace, Micah. Thanks
for coming on as always. Let's see here. We got some super chats to get to, and it looks like we read Matt Bent. Rodney Evans says, man, where Francis at, man? Where Moore's house, man? Where Moore's house at? Where Troy at? Man, what's good with A1 Ness? A lot of people got jobs, man. Troy, I don't even know what Troy you're talking about. If you're talking about Troy Graham, Yeah, he got a podcast show actually. So yeah, it's called Troy the Podcaster, I think.
That's what's up.
And Francis is also remember he had his own show. He's also working on his brand. And Richard back with another says, Ness, where is Francis to ask his famous questions? Oh shit, that's not the same person. That's Rodney Evans was the first one. Second one is Richard. Yeah, so Francis is working on his brand. Mad Bet working with coming build another one says Loma old and Japanese gon' bust his head. Alright.
There you go, Mad Bet.
Ronald Banks in Richmond, California says, Ness, you got my boy on here, Gerald Washington. Yes, sir. Matt Garcia says, Andre cannot fade against GGG. He'll get stopped. I guess, but I mean, you know, he got a jab. He's awkward. We'll see what GGG does. All right, man. I think that's pretty much it, man. We got callers, but ain't nobody pressed one. I don't know if y'all know that y'all ain't pressed one. And we got a couple Skype calls. I guess we can go out to whoever's on Skype, see if y'all want to make some predictions. We pretty much all picking Tank, right?
Not me.
And Lubin, I'm going Lubin. Anybody else going Rosario?
I'm going Lubin.
Lubin. Yeah, I hope Lubin can make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, I feel like, you know, we gonna want one because of the way that Jamel did his thing versus Rosario. So
you're right,
man. Let's open it up.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Alrighty then, let's go out to Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Dom, what rapid talk to me?
What's up, Nestor? What's up, Mungia? What's up, Amin? You guys been killing it. Although Mario went off the rails a little bit with the fat questions on Benavidez, but that was kind of funny. Hey, Nestor, so you're going against Rosario or what?
Yeah.
All right, I'm rocking with Rosario. I think I got him at plus 300, along with Loma. A little known fact about Nakatani, he almost passed out in his previous fight. I think Andre Ward was talking about it. Do you think if Vasiliy finishes Nakatani or stops him in the fight, that Teofimo will give him a chance or what?
I mean, maybe. I don't know why though. You know, you got that belt over there with Devin. Might as well take that and become undisputed versus fighting Nakatani or Tio. I mean Nakatani or Loma.
Didn't he re-sign with Bob Arum though? And I think I heard Arum say, "Hey, we got big fights." He's Arum's like, "We got big fights. We can do another Loma versus Tio." He was saying that type of stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And my bookie, I just did that. I saw you posted on the Patreon, so I just got the my bookie. So I'm gonna start doing my bookie instead of Bovada. I'm probably gonna do that one on Wilder. Is that Wilder bet still up? The one in the first 3 rounds or first 3 rounds? A KO?
Yeah. You got to look for prop bets on that. I think the rounds, the group bets on DraftKings though. You got to double check.
Okay, so that prop bet's not on my bookie.
I will have to double check for you, man. I mean, when did we do that show?
I think you did it 2 days yesterday. I think you did the show, but I'm not sure where you're checking. I was just assuming it was my bookie, right? Because you put the link out today, right, on Patreon for the Well, everybody should go use that, right? And then obviously when you guys sign up or subscribe, put it says where did you hear this from, and you got to put the podcast and then put the boxing voice. So, hey man, you guys are killing it. I'm off. That's my picks.
You the man, champ.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, definitely put BetTBV as the code. BetTBV is the code if it's asking you for one. And I'm looking for the prop bet. In the meantime,
I don't see a prop bet on here. All I see is the odds: Tyson Fury minus 270, Deontay plus 210.
So I must have got the prop bet.
Oh, look, over 7.5 is minus 115. Under 7.5 is minus 105. That's even money for.
We got Hawk, Maryland. What up?
What's going on, TBV?
How are you, brother?
Good, man. Who you said? Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the Golovkin, man, on that if they do fight. Unless Andre do better in the long run, because Golovkin really don't slow down. I mean, he already a slow, slumbering fighter, but I think I might have to name with him. But over the weekend, man, I like Lomachenko and Davis and Lubin. Yeah, and Lubin to get it done. I don't know if the one Lubin got to fight. I don't know if he's gonna be ready to be right back in there with somebody like Lubin. I'm going with that one. And whatever one I was about to say. Yeah. I'm betting on the Tooth Fairy too when this fight comes up.
Mario out here.
Yeah, I'm cash after some bread right over on Mario's fight. But that's my call, fellas.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. Yeah, man.
All right.
We going out to David Maldonado. What up, though?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What up?
Where's the Queen Micah? That's a blood.
She gone. She went to watch basketball.
Yo, that's a breath of fresh air to listen to a woman, a female who knows her boxing. Real talk. Big shout out to her. I heard y'all talking about Demetrius Andre versus Triple G. I'm glad that fight is finally, hopefully, gonna happen. And believe it or not, I like Triple G's chances because Triple G has trouble against guys that can back him up. If Andre's going to go in there and think he's going to try to outbox him, I could see this fight looking a lot like the Willie Monroe Triple G fight. As far as Erickson Lubin versus the Banana, that might be a fight of the year because both guys can crack, both guys are vulnerable, and both guys can go down. However, as much as I want to root for the Banana, I haven't seen a Dominican fighter that has actually. I can't bet on them, bro. At the end of the day, Erickson Lubin has better pedigree. He got better fundamentals, so I'm going with Erickson Lubin in a knockdown, drag-out, fight of the year type of fight. And yo, Ness, I told you Teofimo is going to fight September 11th. It's like, damn, bro. Every time he tries to set a fight date, it's on a fucking fight date where it's already occupied. That's Canelo's fight date. It's on Oscar's undercard, man. So, as bad as I hate to say this, all roads lead to Tank Davis, man. Fucking Teofimo. That's my boy, but he's fucking up with that shit. That fight needs to go on ESPN. Let me see what else I need to talk about. Oh, yeah, this is a good fight week, man. At the end of the day, this is a good fight week. Lomachenko versus Nakatani is a competitive fight. And then Gervonta versus Mario Barrios is going to be the toughest fight of Gervonta Davis' career, man. What you think about that? You think it's going to be tougher than the Leo Santa Cruz fight or the Gamboa fight?
Nah, man.
What fight is tougher than that? You gotta be kidding me.
You think Barrios is tougher than both them fights?
Well, first of all, Gamboa was washed up already. That's one. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Before this fight, I was really looking forward to the Gamboa fight based on what he did with Crawford. But then I had to remind myself Gamboa already got stopped after the Crawford fight. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, Tank is gonna kill him in 3 rounds. But he let me down by letting him go 12. The Leo Santa Cruz fight, I was never big on that fight to begin with. You know what I mean? Barrios, to me, is going to put up a similar fight as Leo, but Barrios is bigger. I think Barrios can take a better shot than Leo because he's bigger, and I think Barrios got more power.
Well, brother, thank you for calling in and giving us your take. We got a couple super chats here, looking like some new messages coming through. Looking like Machine Gun back with another one that says, predictions for Tank pay-per-view. I'm going with 1 million. I ain't never giving a bad number again, even though I'll probably never get a one-on-one with Tank.
Yeah, I'll say 450.
JP with the $10 super chat says, salute, fam. Shout out to JP, man. Yeah, man. Hope you can come out to Wisconsin this time around, man. We had a damn good time. Yeah. Let's go out to the callers. Looking like we got Brandon in Cincinnati. What up?
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pitch and let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Man, what's good? Can you fellas hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, Wagwan, Brandon.
What's up, man? I think that's the first time I got to speak to you since you've been on the panel, man. You a great addition to the panel. I mean, you got that voice for radio, man. You got a great, you got that East Coast flavor. I think East Coast cats got the best radio voices for some reason. And you got that. You got it, man. So keep up the great work. Shout out to Micah's little cute ass, too. I love when she on the panel, but but as far as the pitch, give me Tank. I'm going to take Tank by knockout. Only thing concerned me about Tank is Tank at his best when he got some kind of clause or weight stipulation. With him fighting at 140, I don't know if he had to work as hard to make this weight. So I'm interested to see how his body look at this weight tomorrow at the weigh-in. But, I think it's going to be a good fight. I kind of get the Madonna Broner vibes from it, but I don't think Ellerby and them gonna put Tank in no position to lose, man. I really don't think. I mean, they think of business first with this kid. So even though I think it is a dangerous fight, I got Tank probably getting a stoppage somewhere in the middle rounds. I got Loma winning a 12-round decision in Nakatani. I think it's gonna probably be a boring fight. I don't think it's gonna be too exciting, but I'm gonna take Loma in that. I got Lubin winning a 12-round decision. Oh, who else is fighting? What else big fights we got? I got Lubin winning 12-round decision. Let's see. Yeah, they're the only ones I really care about for real. As far as the fight picks, but I'm excited for the King Tug and Lil B-Hop. Shout out to Lil B-Hop. Usually when a fighter's opponent pulls out, he gets a weaker opponent, but his opponent pulled out. He got a tougher one, so salute to him for that. I just think he's going to be too fast for King Tug. King Tug's the goods. He technically sound, got some nice size, good fundamentals, can pop, but I just think he kind of too slow. I think Lil B-Hop's speed and reflexes. Yeah, his speed and reflex is gonna be too much, man. I seen when Gary was able to outbox him, he couldn't cut the ring off, and so I got a little B-Hop winning that one, 12-round decision in a 116, 112ish type fight. I got Verge stopping me, Machine. I
I know people want to, people think, yeah, he a Crawford fan. He want Mean Machine to win because that'll make Crawford look good. But, man, Verd's special. I think Verd's going to knock him out somewhere between 8 and 9 rounds. Because Zuski was giving Mean Machine problems until he finally broke Zuski down. And, Zuski's not Verd. I think Verd is going to stop him. And, other than that, man, keep up the great work. I think that's all I got as far as the fights. Y'all have a good one, man. Take it easy.
Appreciate you, bro. And look, Brandon, that was a great call because one thing he pointed out, man, that whole Maidana Broner vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like again, that's one thing you do have to, consider. Again, in the best interest of objectivity, when you talk about Tank, not questioning his dedication thus far, but if you had to say, we want to say the maturity issues. I think he's shown a lot of great maturity, but do you get these kind of Broner Maidana vibes from this fight, man? Like, I don't know, But one thing I know for sure, and we pointed that out. Even the whole thing about the vest, like Barrios isn't as flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would even try to look at it as far as playing kind of head games or getting in the headspace. Or, I think he could be in the ring and be feeling himself, saying, he might wave him in and, get his shit talking on. But I think, Maidana was, at least at that time in that fight, he was a little bit different. He was a little special.
Yeah, I get that.
We got JP. Was good.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
Hey, what it do? You hear me good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Great weekend of fights coming up. Couple redemption stories. Loma. I think Loma's out to prove he's not a hype job. I think, Loma bought into some of the top ranked hype. He started drinking some of the Kool-Aid himself. He started believing he was really the Matrix and holding his head underwater, was doing all this and that for him. So, but I believe Loma do got that pedigree and is poised to come out and show everybody he's not a hype job. I believe that that loss, that setback, could have sent him back to the drawing board and rededicated him a bit and got his mind focused on boxing. So I'm looking for a big performance from Loma. We all know Nakatani's not going to beat anyone with skill. Nakatani's game plan is more like, just beat the hell out of me until you get tired, and then I'll get rid of you. So I think Loma is going to have his signature performance this weekend, and I'm going big on the Loma victory there. The other redemption story is Erickson Lubin. Another dude, got derailed a bit, had a trajectory. By now should have been, a champion and all those other things. But after the Charlo knockout, man, it seemed like he came back. Seems like his mind is right. Seems like, he's poised. I've always liked Erickson Lubin, especially at 154. I think he's slick. I think the power's starting to come together. And I think he'll put it together. Plus, I don't like calling no man banana. So I'm definitely going with Lubin big also. Davis, initially I was thinking this is a big bite to chew off of going up in the weight class. A good fighter, Mario Barrios, not great, but we all know, I think we can all say good. But I seen Barrios skinny as shit at the weigh-in, dog, like emaciated. And I bet after this fight he goes up to 147. I think this is going to be another highlight. With that said, with Davis getting some spectacular knockouts. So I'm going 3 big wins with all the favorites this weekend. That's my call.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Up next, it's looking like King Born. What up?
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
LV Slugger, talk to me.
TBV, fellas, what up?
What up?
What up?
I sound good. I'm good.
You straight?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, man. Nice little weekend of boxing, man. Definitely a good little weekend. You know, the Loma Nakatani. I think Loma gonna come prepared, man. I think Loma gonna pull it out. You know, I understand Nakatani the bigger man, but you know, Loma's skill set is there. And I know I'm pretty sure he want that rematch with Tio. And it looked like Top Rank setting that up for in the fall. You know what I'm saying? That Loma TO2, that Tio Loma 2 in the fall on pay-per-view. So, you know what I'm saying? I think Loma gonna come up prepared and try to give, you know, the fans a good performance this weekend. On the David Morrell fight this weekend?
Yup, Sunday.
Okay. I'm excited to see him, man. I mean, I don't think he get a lot. People don't talk about him enough. I mean, I feel like with him, we like 4 fights in and already got the regular WBA. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to see him. You know, he got a nice little skill set to be at just 4-0 and already got the regular WBA. So I want to see how he look this weekend. Definitely can't wait for the Tank fight though, man. I'm gonna be in the building. You know, I want to see how the atmosphere gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I expect to see a good performance, man. But let me talk about the Lubin Rosario. I think that might be the fight of the weekend, the fight of the night. I think both of them might score a knockdown. Like I could see both of them scoring a knockdown, and one of them eventually, you know what I'm saying, getting the knockout. You know, I'm rocking with Lubin. I think he gonna win it, but something about that sparring footage coming out this week got me thinking Rosario might pull it out, man. Something fishy about that coming out the week of his fight. You know what I'm saying? That belongs footage, but you know, I think Lubin will still win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rosario pulled it out. But yeah, the Tank Barrios, man. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one. A lot of people question the Tank defense on the Santa Cruz fight, but I don't think we're gonna see that Tank this fight. You know, I think we're gonna see a performance similar to when he won his first title against Pedraza. I think we're gonna see Tank moving a lot, slipping punches. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're gonna just be seeing him sitting there taking punches from Barrios, but getting the stoppage, I don't know, man. Like, we're gonna see if that power really translates to 140, but I do think, you know, we used to seeing Tank getting stoppages or getting a knockout, so I think he gonna pull it out, get the stoppage late. But I expect a good weekend of boxing, man. This the weekends we like, you know, man, and I'm excited for it, man. But good show, good interviews, and shout out all the interviews, you know, all your the people y'all had coming on. But David, man, shout out to David Benavidez, man. I really love how he talking. You know, I'm rocking with him, man. That's what you like to hear from your boxers, your fighters, man. You know, he talking real good, man. But shout out to y'all. Good show. Keep doing your thing.
All right.
Hey, quick question, y'all. Does what Tank did to Ivan Redkach, does that give us any indication of what he could do to Barrios? You know, even though that was sparring, like just in terms of the potential of Tank coming in there with more weight on him. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what weight he was in, you know what I'm saying, or unless we know. But the way he did Redkach, does that give us any indication of what he could do to Barrios?
I think it's definitely indicative of what he can do. I wouldn't say that
power-wise.
Of course.
Not against Barrios, the opponent, but at that weight. You know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely. I would definitely say it's indicative of what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, will he be able to fight off what Mario's throwing? To be able to sustain that, to stay in the pocket and do the things that he did against Redkach, you know, because I mean, Redkach just stood there and took a beating. Let's be honest. But that said, I think you're right. It is indicative of it. I think that there's definitely probably some, you know, possible carryover.
Well, we got JT in Miami.
Yo.
Hear me? Listening.
Yo, we got a great weekend of boxing. First of all, it starts with Matchroom in Mexico. Mr. Eduardo Hearns with Cesar Ray Martinez and Dana Marquez.
Hey, JT. JT. JT.
Yo, you hear me?
You on a speakerphone or something?
Yeah, my bad, dog. I was on the speakerphone with you guys. Yo. First of all, thank you for letting me get on the show.
Wait, JT. Talking to the receiver. You sound muffled now, champ. Where you at? Underwater?
Yeah, I'm in the water right now. My bad. You hear me?
Yeah. So listen, you're the same JT that covered that DAZN fight for me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yo, text me after the show, man. I live in Florida now.
All right. I know you do. I'll be listening. My ears to the streets.
Yo, why you ducking me then?
Never ducking. But I only come when I got a project for you.
I got a project for you, man. Contact me, man. You in Miami, right?
All right. Yeah, I'm in Miami, Hollywood, Florida.
Yo, contact me, man.
I will. But first of all, let me get my piece off. This weekend, I think everybody's sleeping on the Mexico card with Eddie, Julio Cesar Martinez. That's a great fight to start off the day. Then you got the ESPN card. And then I'm going to be listening to you guys live on the fight chat. I think Loma wins. He's just going to outclass him. Thank you guys for letting me be on the show. Next, I'm going to hit you up on the gram.
For sure.
Thanks, JT.
Steve in Chicago. Oh, shit, he dipped off. Why Steve be doing that? He be changing his mind like, yo, I want to talk. No, I don't. Fuck it, I ain't talking.
What happened to Block Talk? What the heck?
Oh, it's probably up, man. We done. We've been on forever, man. Shit. Nah, it's still there.
No, it closed out on my end. I mean, it's definitely my computer.
King Born, what up? King Born. All right. We got the LV, right? No, what up? No. All right. And my Jinbe, you said you ain't want it. King Born, you there? Nah. Jerome. I hope that's the heavyweight, Jerome.
Yo.
Jerome, are you the guy in the chat that said you wanted to fight at heavyweight?
Yeah, I want some smoke.
What's your experience level, champ?
Shit, I just got combat experience from the military.
So you never sparred?
Nah, I ain't never sparred.
Damn, so okay, you're a novice. I got 2 novice heavyweights. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Oh, you big. Okay, so that's Brandon and James Payne Lethal in your 6'4".
What about Austin's brother?
It all depends on your size. How tall? He says 6'4". That takes him out of Austin's brother. Have you seen the Smoke 'em Out Jay and Supermax fight?
Nah, I haven't seen that.
Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Hit me up after your call. Let me know that you're Jerome on Instagram because everybody got different usernames, bro. And I'm gonna send you some footage of a couple of people.
Yeah, facts. I'm on Instagram. I'm also. So I call in. I'm Mike Jerry as well. So I'm like 2 people.
Oh, Mike Jerry on Blog Talk.
Yeah, I'm Mike Jerry when I call in on on Blog Talk. Yeah. I was trying to get in the Wisconsin one, but it was I kind of dropped the ball on that. But I'm definitely trying to get to the one in September. But yeah, I got Gervonta. I got him going probably 11th round. Stoppage and this Lubin fight, man. That motherfucker got a big ass head, man. I don't know about Lubin, man. Anytime somebody touch that big ass head, man, he get a little wobbly. I'm gonna rock with him. I'm gonna rock with Lubin, man. That fight, man. Y'all ain't never noticed that? Like Lubin head big as hell, man. Like somebody touch that head. That shit big as hell. Like pause. But Yeah, Ness, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm trying to get lined up with someone.
All right.
Get ranked in that stuff, man. All right.
Tripping.
King Born, talk to us. Your mic ain't working, champ.
He said, "If you
my
want to play my
you
intro,
taking that first call or not?" King Born, try now. That is insane. All right, so that is everybody. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one, fellas.
Yo, at Martin Munguia on Twitter, at Martin Munguia on Instagram. We will see you in the mañana. Oh, wait. We might not. Maybe we'll see you in the mañana.
Maybe. We'll see what happens, man.
At King Amin of Essex on Instagram. Check me out on YouTube, King Amin of Essex Championship Rounds, and I'll see you fellas in the AM if.
Yo, go subscribe to Amin's channel. If not, you a bitch.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Just
the
saying.
Tooth Fairy said so.
Oh.
The Tooth Fairy said so.
That was Mario DDS that said that, all right? Call me Isaac Yankum.
Mario Munguia, DMD.
Peace.
Peace.